Hello and welcome to the Craftosphere. How's everybody doing? And Happy New Year! Happy New Year! I've had issues that led me to try out something different. Isn't that what happens? So this morning when I was loading up OBS, hey, Happy New Year! I need to reset all the things so you guys get your first words and stuff in. But yeah, welcome in, guys. Happy New Year! Today is January 1, 2026, and because it is January 1, that means we have the new clubs from Spellbinders, which they did kind of a little bit of a revamp, in case you didn't know. Hey, Tony, Ruth, and my keyboard kind of went, Tony, Lisa, Tara, Ruth, back to scrapping. Yeah, we have a bunch of people in here already. Yeah! Happy New Year! So one quick gift to y'all. This morning, I decided to try out AI generating music, and now we have a new theme song. So I hope y'all like it. I mean, I love it so far. The first one I did is like, I don't really like the folksy sound. I wanted more 80s, but you know, I know the songs, I know the words, I don't know who played what, I don't know what the styles are called, none of the things, so I did have to have a little bit of help from AI once I figured out what I wanted, and I think this turned out pretty cute. It is kind of an 80s vibe, and I like that. That's one of my things. It's upbeat, and it's 80s, and it's got the words Craftosphere in the lyrics, and yeah. 3-stream streak for Miss Danielle. Congratulations, honey. So I hope you guys like it. I really do. And we're going to see. So right now it's kind of playing in the background, but I did at the beginning of the live, which I think I'm live on both places. Am I? Yes, I should be live, YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, I should be live in all the places. So it's poppy. It's cute. Yes, thank you, Lisa. I hope it's not too much. And one thing I did discover, and I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know in case any of you guys are interested in creating something similar. I asked Gemini this morning how to go, what is a good AI model for me to use for something like this. It is AI generated. Just letting you know, it is AI generated. What is a good one for me to use? And he gave me a list of different things. I am alive in all the places. Thank you, Ruth. I'm glad you can tell that I am living. I am above ground, which is good. And my back is finally loosening up a little bit. I've been having trouble the last 2 days where I've got like a crick right in the back, right in the middle of between my occipital. Ouch, that actually is kind of. But right at the base of my skull and the middle of my traps, my trapezius, the rhomboids are the muscle underneath the shoulder blade. So something in there is kind of stuck. Anyhow, it did take me a little bit to get that done, but I was kind of in the mode at that point. I couldn't really do much of anything else because StreamerBot didn't want to work this morning. Apparently, so for you guys that are, I'm going to go through a couple of things for those that guys are techie and just want to hear. StreamerBot, their website didn't work. I did not know that the StreamerBot app that's on my computer had to connect to, there's the Todd, had to connect to the website in order to run. I had to disconnect my computer from the internet, just unplug, it works. And then load it up and then reconnect the internet in order to be able to do the things this morning. So since I was already doing that, it's like, well, and I was, of course, once I got it running, I'm listening to the Yana music. It's like, it's all Christmassy. It's all, and we're not Christmas anymore, but I want to have that fun vibe. So I thought, well, let's see. I could see if I could try this. So it did take me probably at least a couple of hours to get it the way I want it. And Gemini recommended, first it says that Canva does something, but Canva was something where you'd have to upgrade to a different plan just for the music part outside of Canva Pro. It's like, nah, I'm not going to do that. And then it was recommending Suno, which is what Spellbinders used for the music we've been listening to, we really liked, and something called Udio. And supposedly, Udio I'd be able to download for free and not have, as long as I did a copyright and as I did an accreditation, all the thing. Apparently they changed their plan, and I didn't find out until I generated music I liked, that you cannot download from their site anymore. So it's like, okay, I guess that means I'm going to have to go to Suno. And in order for me to use it without having to worry about the copyright issues, I did have to upgrade to their Pro plan. So just so you know, if you want to generate something and use it for anything, you do have to upgrade to their membership, their paid plan, which is like $10 a month. But you can cancel. And as long as it's music that you created while you were on the paid plan, you can use that forever. So this song basically cost me $10, but I get to use it forever. And it actually generated two of them, two different versions. This is the one I like the best. So Terry Cooper says, I was up until almost 1 a.m. watching Link and Bug play golf with friends of theirs. Yeah, so she was apparently watching some Twitch stuff. Okay. I also this morning decided we're going to see about, I haven't tried it before. I did turn on the Q&A feature in YouTube. I also want to see which, I'm also supposed to be, I think, I'm right now on low latency, so hopefully the latency is better. But I did turn on the Q&A thing because Spellbinders has done some changes to the clubs.
It's delicious, Danielle _Vegas.
Questions, we can go through that. They also had a video showing everything this morning. I was planning on looking at that. That was at 11. I did put at least one link down in the description about the new Spellbinders clubs. I believe that was the one that they released last week. But let me know if you have any questions about the new things. Now, I'm a little excited about the stuff because everything, of course, is gorgeous, and I love all things Spellbinders. So let's go ahead and take a look. You guys need to tell me, do you want to see cards first? Because I've made a bunch of cards. Or do you want to see the products first? Y'all let me know, because they're all in this little bag. And yeah, I'm going to have them face down before we get started. What do y'all want to see first? Lisa is saying products. She wants to see what we have. And we will make a card too, okay? We will make a card. I am going to try to keep this fairly short, but since we're doing extra stuff, I don't know how short that actually means. So anyway, I do have my coffee here, so I am ready for my coffee. I do like, I mean, even in the background where you have to tell me, is it too quiet? Is it too loud? Do I need to adjust it? I like having it in the background where I can hear it. It kind of keeps me upbeat and takes care of any of those times when there is dead air, because you guys know how I am about dead air. But I also don't want it to be too loud. And until yesterday, I did not realize that it might be a bit loud. And that was because Small said something about it. And I do need you guys to let me know. Is the background music too loud? Does it work for us? Lisa wants to see all the things. Daniel, nobody else is saying anything. Y'all, what's going on? We got like 30 people. We got more than 30 people watching right now. And only 2 people are telling me anything. Which makes me think you can't hear me. Mel says the music's just right. Okay, I think the rest of y'all is like, you don't care. Okay, we're going to go ahead and look at the products first. Here's all the things I've got for the clubs. That's for the stencil that I need to put away. Yeah. So the way that it works, we have got 8 clubs. But I need to look this up on the website. I just had it up. Actually, my links in the description should work, because that's what I was checking with earlier. Because when I go to the main page on the Spellbinders site, there's not a link for this month's clubs on there yet. So I think that they've made a couple of changes to it. I believe that they're updating things. However, the links that are down below are ones that I pulled before that always take Terry's paying. Yeah, it's the first of the month, so it is bill paying time. So the links down below are ones that I've pulled in past months. I did make sure to remove the clubs that are no longer there. But let me pull up just the main one just for my reference, because I always want to make sure I'm saying the right thing, because words are hard. And I have been known to say one thing when it's actually something else, and I don't want to do that. So down in the description, you'll be able to go to the page that has them. Now, you do know when it comes to the clubs, on the first of the month, we get to kind of show you the reveal. And that way, the new club members, the existing club members know what is coming. Until the 6th, if you are an existing club member, you can add to your plan. You can get additional things. You can go ahead and say, okay, I want it all. So I want what's called the crate. It was the deluxe caboodle bundle is now called the crate. It's the all clubs crate. Yeah. So it has all the things. And then if you want to, get something new, do that first and then cancel anything you do not want, because I did not know that. And one of you guys several months ago let me know this part, because I hadn't done it. I hadn't tried it. I didn't even think about it. If you cancel first, it puts you back in, hey Ronan, it puts you back into the bucket of that you're not a subscriber yet. So you don't get the new changes. You don't get to do it early. You have to wait until after the 6th. So you do not have one of the clubs. You have to wait until after the 6th to be able to sign up for one. Okay, and then you have until the 27th of the month to be able to sign up for that specific month. Hey, Mary's in here too. What? Hey, Ronan, I made some music. I made some music. Okay, we need to play a thing from Ronan, and then we need to play a thing from Mary.
Beware. If you proceed from this point in the craftosphere, you will have entered the chaos zone.
And then let's do a quick shout out for Miss Mary.
If you are not watching Mary K's Crafting Creations, and you are not following Mary K's Crafting Creations, you are wrong, and Krampus is gonna poop in your stocking.
I just love that. Oh my God, I just love that. Okay. Let's go ahead and start this off. So again, if you go to the links that are down in the description, if you go to the clubs link, which is the top one, or the visual supply list and click on the things, it'll take you to the page that is on the Spellbinders website. I think they have not put the link to this page on the main page. So right now, you really can't, unless you are an existing member, you can't actually sign up for anything. You have to wait until after the 6th, okay? First off, we have this. It's called Cloud 9, and I need to put something behind it so you can actually see. Okay, that's not gonna work. That one has a pattern. Let's take this piece of pink cardstock because I'll take purple because Mary's in the house and she likes purple. So we have clouds that have got there's little stars. This is the 2D embossing folder, by the way. It's got these. I'm not sure what they are, but they're like little flowerette things, whatever. Anyway, it basically gives you a nice, simple, cloudy background. I think that is really pretty. So that is our 2D embossing folder. Then 3D embossing folder. This one is called Cottage Wall with a big flower there. And then, of course, the wall. So that is kind of cool looking. Should I be showing you the cards that I made with these as we go, or go back and review? Y'all need to let me know what you think. Because for Cottage Wall, I've got a card that basically uses just the things in Cottage Wall. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually do both. So this is what I made using Cottage Wall. So you can tell I embossed 3 pieces of cardstock and layered them up to make that pretty flower on top. So I think this turned out really, really pretty. Love that. For the other, I used it on a couple of different ones, and I'm going to wait till I get to the main point on those, to show those. So this one, again, is using cottage wall. Next, we have Butterfly Dance. This is the stitched, yes, I got the stitching one. I didn't do stitching on it. But we got the stitching die of the month, which is Butterfly Dance. It's got a flower that for some reason my brain was thinking, I think that's a sunflower. I think it was actually a daisy, but it is what it is. But we have that. It's got a little cloud border that you can use, but it's got stitching detail. And instead of doing the stitching detail, I did what I saw somebody else do like about a month or so ago, and that was using a gold gel pen to draw in the stitches. So if you don't want to take the time to hand stitch things, you can draw them in there, or you can just leave it as texture. So here's the card that I made with that one. So you can see the gold lines, kind of, sort of, but it really didn't need them. I think that is really pretty. And this, again, is the Cloud 9 stencil. I used a Tombow mono glue on top of some of the details and then added some foil to it. So I've been playing with foil longer than you guys do. No. Terry Cooper says almost a 40 stream streak. Yay. Yeah, Smalls would definitely love the butterflies. I think this is so pretty. So that's Butterfly Dance. Then we have, oh, this is fun. This one is called Sunny Stems. And I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with it. So what I did basically last weekend, same as what I do with you guys, I just start die cutting and then see where it leads me. Everything, the products really do inspire me, even if I have no idea what I want to do to begin with. So we've got this big flower, we've got individual flowers in there, and this is what I made. And instead of making it as a regular card, what I did is I made it with a shaped front. I think that turned out awesome. When you open it up, we've got a couple more flowers inside. And I think that turned out really pretty. And that is using Sunny Stems. Then, oh, this is fun. This one is the stencil of the month, and I don't remember what it's called, so. Yay! Mary says I am officially on the Polka Doodles design team for a 3-month trial. So she's basically like in a probation trial period right now. So this one is the stencil of the month, and it is called Poppy Perfection. And where is my Poppy Perfection card? Y'all are gonna, oh, so pretty. This is the card that when I asked Todd, did it need anything? He said glitter. Because I told y'all that he had said that about a card. This is the one he was talking about. So we added a little bit of bee sting astro paste in the center of those poppies. I think this turned out so lovely. Yeah, Lisa says, woohoo, Mary, go you. Yes, go girl. Why is that not popping up? Oh, it's because I'm on the wrong one. There. Now it's up there. And, okay, and it looks like YouTube is... Are people on YouTube not talking? Because I do see where Christine said something there. And that was at 12:06, and that's 25 minutes ago. I'm just checking things. Yeah, y'all are talking. I know what it is. It's because I've got the stupid Q&A thing turned on. I'm turning that off. Apparently, that's why it's not working. If y'all have questions, you can ask. It wasn't going into my thing. I don't understand. Mary says, I'm excited. I have so much of their products because I think I have multiple page spreadsheet, Nikki said. This is my kind of girl. Okay, now the things are starting to pop up. Yay! Everybody say hello, hello. Carol is lurking again. Need more coffee. Coffee. Yeah, but this is the one that when I asked Todd, did it need something else? He told me it needed glitter. And you can see there's some bee sting astro paste in there. So that one again is for called Poppy Perfection. Next, we have, this one is called Hummingbird Delight. Okay. And this one I actually used on a couple of those cards too. So for the frame on my Poppy Perfection one, I used the postage stamp, basically the border. This one makes a postage stamp shaped like Polaroid, because you've got the square there that you can cut out as well. But I just used the big one for the background. So that's on here. And then, not on that one, but on our butterflies, I used this piece for the flowers down here. That is also from Hummingbird Delight. So my other Hummingbird Delight card, it's kind of weird looking. I used the waist from my big flower card to make this background. Plus we've got some more of that glitter on the Cloud 9. And then we have our our hummingbird, and we have one of the flowers that's in that set. So it's a big set, but you can use bits and pieces. You don't have to use all of it on a card. Okay. Then I think I'm gonna wait on that one because that's an add-on. That ain't a weird card. Thank you, Terry. Jazzy says, just switch to the Hummingbird Delight. Would love the entire crate, but starting off the year responsible. Very good. Good job. Good job. And again, you can always use my affiliate links, and it does help to support the channel. So next we've got... I fell in love with this one. PM says, if you're currently using the Die of the Month Club, receiving both the big and small dies, what, if anything, do we need to do? So if you've got the small die of the month and you want to get the large die of the month, like this one is, and I'll bring them back again. This is the large die of the month. I'm just going to separate it. I was trying to keep everything together. This one is the die of the month. Sunny Stems is the die of the month. Hummingbird Delight is the large die of the month. So they're two different clubs, okay? So let's say that you're currently signed up to get the die of the month, the small die of the month. And you decide, I don't really like that design as much, but I do like this other one. What you'll want to do is you'll want to sign up for the one you want and then cancel the one you don't. If you cancel the one that you don't, you won't be able to sign up for the one you do want until after the 6th of the month. It's basically just making it so you get in on the early release and early shipment of it, because I think they do actually ship everything out to existing members first. So it does save you some time there. So my recommendation is always add on before you cancel something. And you can cancel you can rearrange things every month if you want to. You can absolutely do that. So let's say that using that same example, say that you didn't want Sunny Stems, but you do want Hummingbird Delight. You go down into the description and you'd hit the link for the large die of the month. You'd sign up for that one, and then you'd go into your subscriptions and cancel the one you didn't want. Okay? I hope that answered the question. If it didn't, please let me know. Okay. Yeah. Just looking to see if there's any other question I need to hit before I go back. Okay, so Tony says, so I haven't signed up to anything yet. Do I need to wait until the 6th? Yes, you would need to wait till the 6th. The existing members get early access to different things. They get early access to the clubs. They get early access to some of the new release things. So y'all get early access to stuff if you're already a member. Okay, they're no longer going to have the coming soon section on the website, so you won't be able to see this stuff new if you're not already a member. But you can sign up early for things. You can purchase things early if you are a current member, okay? And you get the emails to let you know what's going on and all of that too. When can we non-clubbers order products? I don't want to have a monthly subscription. Okay, So this is how you would do that, Tara. That's what I was talking about, that you can change things up every month. So on the 6th, or sometime between the 6th and the 27th, you can go in and sign up for the club. Okay? And that would be sent to you. I would say after the 27th, but before the 6th, you can go in and cancel. My recommendation would be to wait until after the 1st, when you get to see what the next large die of the month is. Large die of the month is, to see if you want it. If you don't want it, you can cancel. Just make sure that you cancel it before the 6th. Yeah, that explains why the coming soon section is gone. Yes, they did decide that going into the new year, they were getting rid of the coming soon section. That's one of the changes that they made. I think it's basically just making it easier so that they're able to get more stuff done with less effort, if that makes sense. I'm also talking about making some changes here too, so that I can get more things done and be able to get all those things that have been on the back burner that I've been promising y'all. I'm wanting to get all of that stuff done, which is why I'm going to be stepping back a little bit from doing daily live streams. I love hanging out with y'all, but I also need to try to get the stuff done. So the plan right now is Monday through Wednesday or Monday through Thursday, going live at noon, doing the 5 p.m. live on Tuesdays, and then using the long weekend to try to get some other stuff done. So that's my plan starting off the year. Of course, it's probably going to change. Okay, the next one. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is called Postcard Hello. Okay, this is one of the changes that Spellbinders made. There is no longer a Glimmer of the Month and a Better Press of the Month. They put them into one. So now we have the Press and Foil Club. Okay, and this is the first item in the Press and Foil Club. And this is a lovely postcard. Now, looking at it, until you see what it actually looks like, you don't know if this is as gorgeous as you think it is. It is. I've actually done 2 cards with it. Here's the first one. And I think this is lovely. So what I did, I had to foil it. This is foil. So I foiled it in gold on white. I thought, I bet that would look fabulous on black. So that's what I did. And then, of course, when I saw that one, it's like, I want color for the bird. So I did it again on white. I colored both of the birds, and then I pieced that on. So the leaves and flowers, I had to fussy cut this. This is fussy cutting, guys. Yeah, I fussy cut it. The bird is popped up on some foam, and I love this card, okay? So one of the things you want to think about when you're thinking about bundles is that they give extra in the crate. They're giving extra stuff in the crate. This Better Press plate does have a registration. This thing does have this to help you line it up, which I didn't use. I just did it freehand. But they also included, as one of the bonuses that come with the crate.
Have you shown Better Press Club? What did you just say? I ordered Better Press Club before the deadline. Hey, Debbie! LOL!
Hi, Anne! Yes, this is the Better Press and Foil Club. So the way that it's working, if you already have the Better Press Club, or you have the Glimmer Club, or you have both, they will be changing to the Better Press and Foil Club. So if you have the Better Press Club, you don't have to do anything. They're automatically switching you to the Better Press, the Press and Foil Club. If you have the Glimmer Club, you don't have to do anything. It's going to automatically switch you to the Press and Foil Club. If you have both, you don't have to do anything. They're going to automatically switch you to the Press and Foil Club. Okay? So this one, you don't have to have foil stuff, Anne. Anne is saying, I don't have foil stuff. That's okay. This still works in your Better Press. And if you guys want to, after we finish going through all of these, because we're making a card today, if you want to, we can do this as a Better Press. I think that may help. Yeah, it's being combined, so you don't get extra stuff. And a lot of times they were having the foil and the Better Press, kind of two separate things that would, YouTube's bugging me. Anyway, they would have them at two separate things, but they were very, very similar. I mean, they were all the same theme, and they decided instead of that, let's give you better value. People are loving using the Better Press for foil anyway, so let's do it. Linda says it now what makes me want to buy a Better Press. Do you have, Linda, do you have a hot foil system? Because you can use the Better Press plates in your foil system, which is what I did here. But one of the bonuses that they had in the crate, I can't say the caboodle bundle because it's not the caboodle bundle anymore, but they have more than one bonus, more than one extra thing in there. So this is a stencil for coloring in all of that, which means it was super fast and easy. Might help if I actually lined it up right. So everything is perfect. It's like on this one, it's like two stencils for two different parts. So it's all the leaves on that one stencil. This one, we've got the birdie there. Well, yeah, because we have the bird there, and then this goes up for the wing, and then this one goes for the rest of the way. So this one basically has 3 stencils on it, and this one has 2. So it's basically 2 pieces of Mylar that make 5 stencils for to be able to color up those. Now there wasn't anything for the butterfly, so what did I do? I just masked it off and colored in my butterfly to make it for this one. And I think that just having that little bit of color just makes it pop. I love, this is my favorite right now. That's my favorite. But in order to get the stencil, you can do this with markers, it's okay. But to be able to do it quickly and easily with a stencil, you would need to get the crate, okay? And I'm keeping that in with my postcard, hello, Better Press and foil plates. No, the stencil is not part of the press and foil. The stencil is part of the crate. They used to have, what Spellbinders has had is if you wanted to get everything, you wanted to get all the clubs, it was called the Deluxe Caboodle Bundle. They changed the name to the All Clubs Crate. Okay, they changed the name as of today. It's the All Clubs Crate, and it includes all 8 of these. Plus it has an extra, it's going to have an extra thing. This month it is an extra die set, which I'm going to show y'all in a second, which is basically, it's as big as the big die of a month, just saying. So you have that, and they also provided this time an extra stencil. So you've got 2 extra items. So it's basically 10 things, plus the foil, plus 10 pieces of Spellbinders cardstock, which I don't know for sure if they sent me that, because if they did, I may have put it in my stash without putting it with my stuff. Because, yeah, it happens. Okay. Those can go on that. I have to put my stickers in here so then when I put them away, I know what they are. Okay. So next we're going to look at the clear stamp and die of the month. And you've already seen the clear stamp and die of the month stuff on multiple cards. So all of the sentiments came from this one. Thank you, Jen. I used my new Altenew Stamp Wheel 2.0 to stamp out twice all of the things. So yeah, it took me like no time at all. And then I've just been die cutting them out as I use them. And they all come with dies, so that is always fabulous. So we've got sentiments that are the best year sentiments. We have hello, best as in best wishes, for, like as thank you for, thank you wishes. Then we've got you're one of a kind, hope this card brightens your day, and yes, everything's pink because I used some red. Yeah, anyway. Wishing you the best year, have a nice day, and smile. And of course, my favorite 2 are going to be smile and hello. That's just me. So I used thank you on this one. Pretty scripty font and able to do, I love that they do the bubble cut like that. These are always so pretty. I did hello on this one. I did smile on this one, and you're one of a kind. This one has hello and hope this card brightens your day. And then this one on the inside, I used wishing you the best year. So all of those have been using the same sentiment set, which is probably going to sit out at my desk at least for a while, because I can use it on so many cards. Right now,
We
we're
interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now, back to our show.
Okay, so Linda says, so if I was just to order the press, there's no stencil. Exactly. I also know you're really good at creating stencils, so you could probably make your own. But not sure. And I do not know if this... Let's assume... Sorry, I am crunching on a cough drop. One thing that I've noticed on the Spellbinders website is that club members get access to previous clubs, usually at a discount. So it is very possible, I can't guarantee it, but it's very possible that you get the Better Press this month, and then next month they'll have the stencil up on the website as something that you can get by itself. They sometimes do that. I have noticed that on some of the extra bundles that they do that. But the best way to get all the things and be able to do all the things, of course, is going to be to do the bundle. But I do know that that gets a bit pricey, but it is a major discount on compared to getting products by themselves, if that makes sense. Okay, one more to go. And this is called Everbloom. Like I said, it is big. And it is lovely. And when I got it, I thought, I don't know what I want to do with that. So what did I do? I just started cutting things out. So I made a shaped card. That was the start. Using that bigger one and just a regular A2 size card. The Pirate Lady says, I love this bundle. Definitely want to get this. Yes. Well, go down and click on one of the links. That way it's already tagged on. You already have the cookie activated when you go onto the website later. But come back and watch this thing again between now and the 6th so you can really decide what do you want to get. But yes, the crate is a total of $130. It's a 58% savings if you get the crate, because you get all 8 of the clubs, plus you get the bonuses, plus you get a 10-pack of cardstock from Spellbinders. So yeah, so this one, I used some pattern paper I had in my stash because I'm trying to use up the stuff that I've got sitting there, and it's the same that I use for this one. Well, no, it's the same pack as I've got from that one. The polka dots are from a pack I got from Joann's probably 5 years ago. That's pink designs, and I just never use them. So I decided, okay, I'm going to do that this time. This one, I added a little bit of ink from Simon Hurley. This one, I just put it as that background, and most of it's covered up, but it does still have a little bit of color detail in there. That's kind of fun. And then all of the coloring I did on these were all Simon Hurley inks and just using his blender brushes. Yes, I love that. And this was really easy to do. Like I said, I basically got all of these cards done in a weekend, just sitting here watching YouTube videos. But yeah, this one is done using this. Some pieces you do have to cut more than once, and what helped me was looking at another completed card or looking at the website to see how it is pretty much set up. And I did not do things the same way that other people do. You know that. I try to be a little bit original. I mean, when you're using a stencil, it's hard to do everything 100% original, but I think I did a pretty good job on my cards. I love them. It was enough that when I was looking at the club this morning, because I wanted to make sure my links were right for y'all, I'm looking at the website and it's like, this is old, because I've already done the things. Yeah, it's like, I recognize all the products. Yeah, that's because I just did them last week, right? So again, we've got the cottage wall, which is I'm gonna do it again, and then you guys can tell me what you think. Yes, there are hummingbirds in the Hummingbird Delight, absolutely. So for the first one, this was cottage wall. That is the 3D embossing folder, and this is the card that I made with it. Try to position them decent. So this one was made, I did one in white, I did one in a pink foil cardstock, I did one in a green foil cardstock, and then I fussy cut the things out and added one of the sentiments from the Stamp and Die of the Month. So that's Cottage Wall. For Sunny Stems, I've used it actually on a couple of them. This one was all sunny stems, and I made a shaped front of the card and then added a couple of flowers on the inside that are also in this, by the way. And then I also used it with this background, which is kind of interesting. It's got it's basically got, we've got this piece that does the main petals, and then we've got the background, and then if you use them together, you get that little line. So that's kind of how I got that. No, I didn't. Actually, I got this from just doing the one that cuts out the petals. So this was the negative space, and then I added the hummingbird. So that one is the sunny stems. Yes, twofer, absolutely. And that's one of the things I love about using the things from Spellbinders Clubs is everything is themed to work together, which means you can use bits and pieces from all the things to make a ton of cards. So it's not just a twofer, sometimes it's even more. Okay, then we have the butterfly dance, and that one is doing the stitching. That I did not do the stitching, but making that pretty butterfly, and it includes the sunflower there that could be a daisy. And then I used an embossing folder on the back. So that one I think turned out really nice too. Hummingbird Delight has 2 hummingbirds. That was the question. We've got 2 hummingbirds, so they actually face different directions. And I only used one, and I cut them both out because that's the way it works. So I have a hummingbird body. I have a hummingbird body that goes the opposite direction. So yes, it does have 2 hummingbirds. Let's put that back in there. And then of course we've got the flowers down here that made those flowers that are at the bottom. So yeah, I was combining things from all the kits. It's like, okay, I have an idea. I started cutting things out, and then I didn't use it from one card, so I just had them on my desk. It's like, okay, let's see what I can do with that using this other thing. Okay. So I still have another hummingbird body. I don't know that I did a real good job on my hummingbird, but I still think it's cute. Okay, so there's, again, Hummingbird Delight. And then we had this lovely, lovely stencil. This one is the stencil of the month called Poppy Perfection. That made this one where the Todd said we needed glitter, so we added glitter. And I also added the postage stamp frame that came from Hummingbird Delight. So that's what I'm probably going to do a lot. And by the way, hi Jen. So lovely, lovely, lovely. And then the postcard, probably my
We interrupt
favorite.
our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
Hey Jen. So postcard hello, just so pretty. I had to make 2. This one's my favorite. Just because I could have done it in blue. I decided to change the coloring up. You could do whatever color you wanted to for the birdie, but yeah. I love that. Love, love, love it. So again, that one is postcard hello, and then we've got the Stamp and Die of the Month, which has all those fun sentiments that's on all the cards. And then we've got Everbloom. This was the last one that I did. And this again, when you look at the number on here, it says CED. Okay, so this one is the caboodle bonus. The club's bonus. This is a bonus. This is not going to be, if you get one of the clubs, you can't buy this one separate. You have to get the crate to get it. So yes, Jen. Yeah, because I know Jen's got the crate because she's already been asking me questions. So this is one of the things that's going to be coming in your crate along with the stencil. So this is the extras that we were talking about. This is the stencil. It colors up all of these for this lovely Better Press. Yeah. Anyway. And then, of course, we had the Cloud 9 that I used on a few of the cards as well. So it's taken almost an hour to go through. I want this crate. The pirate lady says, I want this crate. This will be my first time. Love this. Absolutely beautiful. So much fun. I love the clubs. I absolutely love the clubs. But you have to remember, Spellbinders got some real fun stuff.
Debbie
that's
J
coming
with
out.
the
How do
butterfly. That flower isn't a daisy or sunflower, it's an echinacea.
Well, I'm just, I make it whatever color you want. Ruth, I'm thinking you're right. I have seen where other people have made it as a daisy. So I've seen some other pictures of what other folks have done. So I don't know what it's supposed to be. I just know it's a flower and it's cool. So I just colored it like I wanted to. But the first thought in my mind was that it was I was thinking it was a sunflower. But it's okay. It's okay. So those are the kits, the clubs we have in the All Crate bundle. Yeah, I'm going to probably call it a bundle for a little while because, yeah, my mind does not want to just say, oh, clubs, crate. Yeah. Anyway, that's what we've got. You guys need to help me decide what do we want to create with next. And yes, I know I ask your help all the time, but this time I made all the things before. I think I'm going to spread these out for a minute. I'm going to go refill my coffee. And you guys can look at these and decide what do you want us to create next, because someone's going to win that card. So why not help me figure out what would go great on your desk? Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my face off. I'm not going to put the BRB up. I'm going to take my face off. I'm going to turn up the music, let y'all listen to the new song a little bit while I go get my coffee, and I will be right back with you guys.
Over the stream, together we're crafting, fulfilling our dream. So gather around, let's start this show. In the crafting corner, there's always room to grow. With laughter and love, we create anew. In this vibrant world, there's space for you too. If I can make it, you can too, no doubt. With every little heart I craft, I shout. Join the chat, let it take over the stream. Together we're crafting, fulfilling our dream. Fulfilling our dream. Welcome to the craftosphere, yeah. Step inside, every color, every shape. Come catch the vibe. Foam is life. We design with glee, creating magic. Oh, can't you see? If I can make it, you can too, no doubt. With every little heart I craft, I shout. Join the chat, let it take over the stream. Together we're crafting, fulfilling our dream.
Love you, Lisa.
Glitter shines and ribbons twirl, so bright. Every card I make fills the room with light. Tapping scissors to the beat, let's align. Creating from our hearts, it's our time to shine. If I can make it, you can too, no doubt. With every little heart I craft, I shout. Join the chat, let it take over the stream. Together we're crafting.
Fulfilling our dream. Hopeful. I have seen more people have been saying they want the postcard. And I did say that someone was saying something about thinking about this, that they don't have the foil stuff. But we can show that you don't have to use it with foil. You can use it with, you like the smile one. That one says smile, that one says smile. Jen loves the song. It includes Craftosphere. It includes
Debbie J, what about like Supreme Doom's one arm challenge but an arm a card? Simultaneous card crafting? Hee hee.
no. I don't know. An arm a card. No, I can't do that. I use this one to stabilize. I use this one to do the things. So I could kind of sort of do without this arm a little bit if I'm using my magnets, but no. I am not good at doing the challenges, not yet. So those may be some things coming up. I know that y'all were also saying, what do you mean only one? So my thought is this. Okay, we're going to be making more with these dies, and we're going to be making more with the clubs. Okay, don't worry about that. Today we're doing this. So let me look at my calendar real quick so I have the dates. So today we're doing a card with this. So next week, first off, the 10th is on Saturday. I believe, goodness, next week I'm going to be live every day. Friggin' heck. Okay, and let me just double check something. I think I have a new release on the 9th that I need to do. Let me just check my thing, because I haven't made anything with it yet. So Monday, where's my calendar? Okay, so Monday is the 5th, okay? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was my plan to do 3 days. I could technically take off Thursday because I have a new release on Friday. And we have the regular Spellbinders new releases on Saturday. So that means Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at least, we can make another card using the clubs, okay? That's going to be the plan. Are y'all happier now knowing that we can do that? And it may be more than one card during that. I don't know, but I think I am going to try to... Norma's going to Disney World. Really? Okay, I'm about 45 minutes north of Disney World in Orlando. Well, it's actually in Kissimmee. But, oh, by the way, it is pronounced Kissimmee. Welcome, Mary Anderson McFadden. Welcome in, honey. Did you hear my new song?
With laughter and love, we create anew. In this vibrant world, there's space for you too. If I can make it, you can too, no doubt.
I'm sorry.
With every little heart.
It was literally finished with Suno AI like 3 minutes before the stream started. Literally, I had enough time to download it and connect it in OBS before the stream started. I hope y'all like it. Anywho, yeah, I do love that you say that we're crafty fanatics because, you know, we are in the middle of the craftosphere. Ruth loves it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I am so happy with it. I mean, I have tried doing a little bit with AI music or images and stuff before and got really frustrated because of the number of quote unquote free credits you have to use to be able to even attempt something. And then I didn't like the results, and then I ran out of credits before I could actually figure out what the heck I was doing to try to do it right. So I'm really pleased with how it turned out. It does take a little bit more time to get it. It takes more time to create something with AI than you would think. But once you know what you're doing with it, it's cool. Yes, so fun and upbeat. Yes, that's what I wanted. Are we a fun and upbeat group or what? I wanted it to be us. That's what I wanted. I wanted it to be us. I wanted to say foam is live. I wanted it to say what I believe, which is that if I can make this, you can too. And I definitely wanted it to reference the craftosphere. So it did all those three things. So I am so happy. Anne Marit is gonna lurk. She's making tacos. Nom 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 nom. Nom. I don't get tacos today. Now we're gonna have an Italian flavored goulash thingy that Todd's making with beef in the crock pot right now. But that's gonna be tonight for dinner. Alrighty, so do I actually need to put a poll up, or are you guys gonna be happy with me doing postcard with the stencil so you guys can see how wonderfully it works, in case you're on the fence about whether or not you want to do the crate? Because just seeing, I mean, that makes it so much easier. Ruth says, and Marit, I'm eating my fajita. Okay, so you guys are good with this. So we will be making more things using the clubs, okay? So don't worry about that. We've got that on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and maybe Thursday. We've also got two streams on Tuesday. One is going to be with Elizabeth. So Elizabeth Costa Rogers is going to come on with us on Tuesday, but that doesn't mean I can't use these things on Tuesday night, you know? And then on Friday and Saturday, we have new collections rolling out as well. Okay. We're going to do Better Press. So here is my Platinum 6, and here is my Better Press system that the box is starting to get dinged up, but it's been under my desk for 2 years, I think. And it does come out fairly regularly because you guys get to see it. And this is how I'm storing it. Linda says, so if I'm a club member, I can add another club and not have to wait until the 6th to add. Exactly. That is the way it's supposed to work, and that is how it's worked in the past. I have not tested it on the current website. So I would say in the description down below, if you have one that you want to try out, go ahead and click on that to get to the correct page. Like I said, I don't know if club members have got the link showing. Oh, it's on there now. Okay, we're going to look at that. Let me get my screen over there. Oh, that's the wrong side. Let me go to that side. There we go. So here we are on the main page for Spellbinders. I'm just going to click on the main page to make sure. So we does have clubs there and does have club overview. And it's got all the things there. Everything's there. And it's got club frequently asked questions, terms and conditions. So that's where you're going to want to go if you have additional questions. Okay. Here it has what recently changed with the club. Okay. And why. So the reason that the Better Press and Glimmer are combined is that the Better Press and Glimmer plates are different plates designed for different systems, but the Better Press is great at foiling. As our plate designs evolve, moving forward with the Better Press and foil plates that support. Okay? So they basically combine it because they both of them can do foiling. So there's really no point in having a separate foiling one. It tells you what happens if you're in them. What if am I losing anything if I'm in both clubs? No. The Press and Foil Club was designed to replace overlapping products. Instead of receiving 2 similar monthly plates, you'll receive 1 and added value through the included foil. This reduces redundancy. Okay. Wax seal is gone, but you can get wax seals a la carte. You just won't be getting a club. And that was because people were saying, I have so many. So it was basically losing popularity because so many people have got so many wax seals. And I have to admit that. It's like, there's months it's like, I don't know what to make with this month because I have so many of them. And I have handles for all of them. It's like, yeah, it's a lot. What's in the crate? It's the new play. It's the All Clubs crate is the new name for the Caboodle.
Linda
Wanted
Toman
All
creates or anyone. I advise you to check out each club separately. So you can cancel individually, not both, all at once.
That's true. That's true. However, if you want to get the add-ons, you do need to think about doing the crate. Just to say, if you want all the things, the crate is a great option and it does save you the most amount of money, but you are getting them all. You may wind up in my boat where I hate to say this, but I do have a little bit too much of the Spellbinder stuff because it's not just bins, a couple of bins. It is shelves full of bins that are completely full. I've been getting the clubs for, I think my first ones, I think it's 2022. I'm pretty sure I've been doing this for at least like 4 to 5 years. Yeah. So I've got a lot, plus all of the other collections and all the things. So I still have to go back and decide what older things what other older things can I live without? So I have room for the newer things. Lisa says, holy cow, all the things. I know, right? Can you pin the link? Absolutely. Thank you, honey. That is a great reminder instead of telling y'all to go down into the description, which you can do later on too. Come on, give me the things. Okay, there, that's why. So, copy. So this is the visual supply list. I'm hoping it's going to go in here like I'm telling it to. And I'm hoping it's going to post to both sides. Okay, so that should be the affiliate link for, and it should have posted to both YouTube and to Twitch. So let me pin it on YouTube so I know it's there. And then on Twitch, there it is. It's pinned on there too. Okay, great. So that is the link to be able to get to this is the one that is pretty much all it has on there is just the club's links. So each of the clubs. All right. So that is on there. I have removed the wax seal one because it's no longer valid. The Better Press one, I'm going to change the image on it at some point. Right now it's still saying Better Press. But it is the press and foil. Just so you know, I changed the name. It says press and foil on there. So that is if you want to use any of my links to update what you're getting from Spellbinders from the clubs. All right. Let's go back to my desk. But the website does have a lot of information, so if I missed anything, it should be there. If I did miss anything or you have any questions, please let me know. Okay, so Christine, great question, honey. If subscribing, do you have to buy each month or can you put a couple on hold? The answer to that is no. Okay? And I know it's kind of an and or. So the way that it works is that you get the club. You can cancel at any time. So what I have done personally, and this is where I'm getting some of the stuff from Spellbinders anyway, but there's sometimes that it's something I didn't get that I want. So I go ahead and I sign up for the club. And then before the 5th of the month, the following month, if I don't want the new one of that type, let's say I got the stencil of the month this month and next month I'm not really feeling it with the stencil of the month, I can cancel that one. But if I want to add anything else, I need to add it first. If you decide to get to the crate and decide, okay, I don't really want the stencil or the, let's say the stencil or the large die of the month, and you kind of want to put those on hold. You'd basically need to go in and sign up for the clubs you do want and cancel the crate so it cancels everything else out. If that makes sense. So add on what you want and then delete the stuff you don't. The stencil is called Poppy Perfection, but it looks. But the longer I look, they look like those big surround sound speakers. It's poppies. It's poppies. But I get it. You're thinking of the cone shape, and yes, I know speakers because my husband does the thing. You're thinking of the cone shape of the speakers. Okay, I hope that answered well enough, Christina. So I would say, if, say, next month you're not sure what you need to do, just remember we're going to be doing the clubs around the 1st of the month every month. So you can come back and ask me questions to see what you should do in your specific situation. Let's say next month you change your mind about what you want to get. You let me know and we can get you settled, okay? That's not a problem. I put foam on here yesterday. Good grief. There, taken up. So this is the way that this is the Better Press system. Let me go ahead and just show y'all that for those of you who haven't done it. And what I did the last time is I used the Glimmer system for this card and for this one. Okay, so those are the ones that I did using the Glimmer system. We're gonna do the same design, but we're gonna do it using the Better Press. And there are a couple reasons why this is gonna be amazing as well. Put the stencils to the side. So first off, we've got this piece. This is to help us line it up on our card the way we want it. And you would just basically tape that down. Okay, so Ruth says, I'm not stopping stencils, even if I'm not too keen on it. As I subbed before the price changed, so I'm keeping my cost at 14 pounds. That's a great reason to. Kelly says it's cold where she's at. I'm hoping you're healing fast from yeah. Kelly was defending a neighbor and got glass. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and tape this down. And all this is going to do is help me to line this up better. So when I line up my cardstock, it's going to be placed exactly correctly. Watch with eagle eyes. Okay. So now we have our Better Press plate. This is the chase and this is the platen, I think. New words. I've been using this for 2 years and I still am not 100% sure on the words. But this part is also magnetic. So when I put my plate down, first off, I'm going to line it up with those little bitty marks that are on the side so I know it's exactly perfect. Okay. So it's perfectly in there. It's going to stick to that magnetic platform. So it's stuck on there. Okay. That makes it so that it doesn't shift and it's going to stay in place. Watch with eagle eyes. Isn't that expression? I figured that that's what you meant. Sure. We also can use different types of cardstock on this. I'm going to use my Better Press paper because I can. Where's it? I don't remember which one that one is. I think that's just regular heavyweight. So I've got some Better Press cotton card panels. Now you probably know about cardstock. There's going to be different kinds. This is some that is specifically made for us to use on here. I don't always use it on here, but I think this design calls for it. So pretty. It has this wonderful texture, kind of watercolor paper-ish compared to regular cardstock. And yes, I have used regular cardstock on this. I've used Better Press paper. I've used watercolor paper. Thicker paper works best. So this is, I believe it's, let me look at the packaging. That would help. This says it is 118 pound paper. Okay. Let's see if it has the GSM on here. I do not see the GSM, but you know, a lot of times, like for my card bases, they're pretty much all 100 pound or 110 pound. Those are 300 GSM. This feels pretty thick like those. What we're going to do is we're going to take our platen and we're going to put this over the top. And we've got these registration marks on both the chase and on the platen to tell us where we want to put this. So normally I would tape it down on the corners. However, this comes so close to the edge. If I want this to stay on my platen, I don't really think I can do it that way. So instead, you can roll up a piece of tape and go underneath it and adhere that down. That does work. However, you wind up with a different amount of pressure where the tape is because of that. And it doesn't work. Carol says, now could I use that dye in my hot boil machine? Absolutely. That's what we did there. And that's what we did there. Do I need to do another one? I think I need to do another one of these too. So we're going to do both methods today. So let me go ahead and turn on my glimmer and let it heat up. Because it'll take longer for it to heat up. Plus I'm going to also have the plate heat up a couple of times too while we're finishing this card. Alrighty, I'm going to use some double-sided, I'm going to use some tape runner. That's what I'm going to do. Tara says yay. So I'm going to use some tape runner to hold this down. This is Adtech, so it's actually a stronger one than you actually need. I really need to go ahead and get me some temporary adhesive, and I'm going to just put some down on there. Now I'm going to place this on top, lining up with those tick marks. We've got our marks. I'm going to line that up with my tick marks, press it down so it's going to stay in place. Okay, so what happens now, we've got these little guys here. These all have magnets. This is metal, so this is steel. Those are magnets, and they are got springs in them. So without putting any ink on yet, let's go ahead and see how that works. So you can see they're not touching. Okay, they're not touching. In order to get the image on there, they have to touch. The reason we're going to send it through our Platinum 6 or other die cutting machine that can fit this is because it's going to roll it and make it press down onto that plate that we're going to ink up, and that's going to give a perfect stamping. But even better, it adds that little bit of a deboss, so it feels so elegant. The ink they recommend that you use for this is Better Press ink. I do have several of them. I need to get more because I don't have all the colors. Black comes with your Better Press set if you don't already have one. Better Press ink is an archival ink. It is thicker than regular archival ink, so it works better with this. The others will work fine too. I have used regular archival ink. I have used Simon Hurley ink. I have used Lisa Horton ink. I have used basically all the different inks that I have. I don't know that I've used my Tim Holtz Distress yet, so I will probably try that at some point. But yes, it works with all of them.
100% cotton. Debbie J, I'll get you some for your birthday or Christmas. Next. This year maybe. If I say it now, I've got basically a year for you to forget I told you. And since you would have slept a lot since then, I'm golden. Hee 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 hee.
That is true. I've slept since then. I don't remember things if I sleep. I didn't sleep as much as I would have liked last night. Okay, so the ones we did before, I did the wording and everything in gold. This was actually polished brass, the polished brass glimmer, because I have a lot of it. And I think, in my opinion, the darker colors are going to work best for what I'm wanting to do. So, we could go cobalt. I think cobalt would turn out really good. But we also have a lot of greenery there, so library green might work really good. I think I'm going to go with library green. This one is a darker green. It is regular archival ink. I do have Leaf. Leaf is also an archival ink, but it's a lighter color ink. So I'm going to use this one because I want all the writing and everything to be dark. Okay, so the way we're going to do this is we're just going to take our ink, and the way that Denzel describes it is tap and twist. And right now I'm actually holding this in place. If you're using little Better Press plates, like sentiments and things, they shift a lot easier. So if this shifts, I just have to move it back in place. That's fine. I have also got my my magnetic piece there. I have it. Oh, I'll have to tell you about that, Mary. You're gonna love this. It's so easy, so easy. Anyway, this is magnetic, but it also stains. So I have it wrapped in just some clear plastic packaging. It's taped on the back so that I don't make a big mess, and it's easier for cleanup. Because you guys know plastic cleans up better than some other things. Okay, so Mary, on this one, I actually glimmered it twice. Once on black, once on white, and then I stenciled over the white one and fussy cut the darn thing. So I did not actually put it onto black cardstock. Those are not. This one's actually popped up a little bit. You can see the bird is actually popped up. Yeah. Yes, the ink pad is doing the shimmy. Hello, Miss Tara. But the more I play with these, the more I realize that, like with Simon Hurley's original ink pads, you basically have to kind of scrub it on. That's just my terminology. But you kind of have to scrub it on in order to get the ink to come off. Unlike if you're using a foam pad, it's basically barely a tap, because otherwise the ink's going to go everywhere. But you kind of have to rub it on in order for it to actually transfer onto the plate. And I'm one that I'd say make sure you get plenty on there. So that is pretty much covered. I think that looks pretty good. And next we're going to show you the magic. Hey Sharon, welcome in. So we're going to take our platen. So we got the chase, we got the platen. The chase has got all the ink on there. We're going to flip this over so the cardstock, our Better Press cardstock, is facing down, and just putting it right on top of those magnets. And because everything is magnetic, and this is popped up because of those springs, it's not touching the ink yet. See? I'm trying to line it up so you can see. So it's not lining up yet. Okay? So now, we're just going to pop this in to our Better Press. And we just go one direction, one time. They recommend you do a slow roll. You don't have to be fast on it. I'm going to look off I can feel it on there. I'm going to hold on to this because it is starting to go through there. Just like when you're using an embossing folder, you can feel the pressure. So just running that through. La, 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 la. Someone needs to make stamps that aren't easy to lose. I think those are called rubber stamps on blocks. If they're clear, which is what we use now, it's easier for us to see where they're stamping. But yeah, since they're clear, it's easy to lose them. Okay, y'all ready to see the reveal? So we just pop that up because it's just held on by those magnets. And there we go. Perfect postcard. Perfect postcard. And then the archival ink, the Better Press ink, it dries really fast, so you can rub your finger across and you can feel the impressions. So this is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, go ahead and take that off. I'm going to gently take it off because, again, that adhesive is not that adhesive I put on the back. It's real regular adhesive. Ruth says I'd lose the... Oh, okay. For a minute there, I thought you said that Debbie would, and that's true too. But Debbie J, I'd still lose the wooden ones right in front of me too. I know. Well, that's because we get excited and we're playing with all the things and we don't want to put any of them away, and that's why we lose all the things. Spellbinders has their Better Press ink discounted right now. The refills. Oh, that's good. I do have refills, I think, for the ones I've got. I have refills coming in from Ranger right now too. And I just bought another Better Press and foil system so that I can do some of this stuff when we go to Texas next time. So that I'm going to be taking that with me to Texas and leaving it there. Okay. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I'm going to go ahead and clean this first. So to clean it, they recommend you use archival ink cleaner. Now, I have used alcohol on them before, and what I wound up learning after that, and I haven't had a problem yet on mine, so this is not from personal experience, but apparently there is a coating that is on the plates that if you use alcohol, which does break down the archival ink, so that's a good thing on that. But if you use it on the plates, it can deteriorate that film that is on there. If you feel the plates, you feel that it has kind of a plasticky feel to it. And you don't really want that film to come off. The film is it's there for a reason. It is basically there to make it so that this continues to work nicely. So you may not want to do that. Let me I have a rag here somewhere instead of using paper towel, but of course I lost it. There we go. And even if these stain a little bit, just like everything else, it's still usable. I mostly wanted to clean this off as much as I can, and it looks pretty good. There's a little bit of a greenish tinge to it, but it is pretty good. And then if I've gotten any ink on here, I can just wipe it off. Don't feel bad. I'd lose it too. Actually, I've lost a couple of puppy ones that I got not too long ago. I have on my desk, I have some spare dies that I don't know what they belong to because I found them under my desk. So that meant I lost them at some point and didn't know it. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do with the glimmer system. Now, for me, and this is just my opinion, you guys do you. When I want to make sure a big plate does well, I heat it up a couple of times. So this says the platform is ready. I'm going to go ahead and put it on here. I've got some tick marks on there already for where I want to line up my cardstock. Just kind of line it up where I want it. And then I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn it back on. I'm going to let it heat up again. And then I'm going to do it another time because the plate has not been on there long enough to get hot. The system has gotten hot. The plate has not gotten hot. And then if I heat it up too much, I don't really care because you know what? If I do, and I get overfoiling, we can use an eraser or something to take care of that. So far, I haven't had a big issue with that. So that is heating up. What color foil do we want to use? And do we want to do on black or do we want to do on white? Or both? You guys let me know what you think. Since I want to be able to use this space, I'm taking out my other Glass Sports Studios mat so that we can use the stencil. So these are the stencils that are part of the crate bundle. Danielle says on black paper. Okay, what color foil? So we want to do something similar to this one, right? don't love that one. Okay. Hi, Raina. Welcome in. Okay, so I'm just lining this up with our birdie. And like I said, the stencils are multiple. They're basically multiple stencils. So they did have a line etched here. So this is one, and this is one on this specific one. And if you want to make sure you don't get your ink on any other place, Post-it notes work. Let me grab my bigger Post-it notes. I like my little ones. My bigger ones are old. You want to do the bronze foil again? We can do that. So I'm just going to put that there so that it marks off the pieces. Let's go ahead and take this out of the way. And I'm going to grab some of my bronze foil. What's this one? This one's pink. Yeah, I used bright pink for something probably yesterday. I don't remember. I've slept since then. Okay, here's my polished brass. And do I have a piece of black cardstock out on my desk, or do I need to cut one? Idea, have your order shipped to Texas. Well, yes and no. But the thing is, my in-laws are not in Texas right now, and I've already ordered it. So because I wanted to get the expense in on 2025 expenses instead of 2026. So I've already ordered it. So it's on its way here. It should be here this next week. And then we will either ship it or put it in the... We'll either ship it or have it checked baggage. 'Cause I'm not carrying the thing. Okay, this one is finally starting to get low. Look at how little I've got left on there. We're going to go ahead and cut that. You can use scissors. You can use a rotary. Oh, this one says, oh, this is polished brass. You were saying bronze, so you wanted it to be like a, I don't know. I think this will actually show up better than the bronze. The bronze is going to be like a darker brown. So we could do either one. So you're wanting to do bronze. Let me see if I can find my bronze. Yeah, this is polished brass. That's the first thing that went into my head. Sorry. You caught me before I did it. I think I have some out in this bin. This is my working from bin, and then I've got a lot more foil. This one's black. Like, black would not really show. This one is blush. We have blue, we have silver, we have gold, rainbow, red, purple. Do I not have brass out or bronze out here? I guess I don't have bronze out here. That's not a problem. I can still get some. It's just going to take me a sec. That's copper. I thought I had bronze. Copper kind of looks like what I thought the bronze looked like. Blush, copper, rose gold, polished brass, matte gold. Variety pack that doesn't say what colors there are. I don't know what colors those are. I could have sworn I had some bronze. Okay, this one has black and silver and what other colors? Do I have bronze? I guess I don't have any bronze. I thought I had bronze. Sorry, I'm gonna go back to the polished brass because or that or copper. You can tell me, do you want copper or polished brass? Because it looks like I do not have any bronze. Kitty. Oh, they sent us bronze a few months ago. Then why don't I have it? I thought I put things away. We'll try the copper. So this one is copper. It is a little bit more brown. And now this has had more than enough time probably to heat up now that I haven't been over here the whole time. I do have to, that's one of my projects, guys, is to reorganize all the things. And Todd is probably going to say, hey, what'd you put all this stuff on my desk for? And I'll say, because I'm crafting. So you can look and see. It'll show, but it's probably not going to show as good. Hi, honey. I love you.
My normal response when she says, oh, I'm going to reorganize the things, I'm like, yeah.
I thought you were going to say something about me having stuff on your desk. He doesn't believe that I'm going to reorganize the things because I start and then I never finish. Remember to add shopping list bronze. If you really saw how much foil I've got, I don't think I ever need to buy foil ever again. I just noticed that on Twitch, honey, it's got little effects and stuff are all jumping up and down around your comment. Thank you. That's funny. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this down. And this side is lined up with the tick marks on there. So there's a grid on here, okay? So it's lined up there. If it's off by a little bit, I really don't care. I'll be honest, I really don't care. We're doing the copper foil. Sorry, hubby distraction. So I'm going to try lining up my card right with that line and right with those tick marks. And that's just to try to get it as close as I can to straight. And as I did that, of course, I shifted the foil. Darn it. I'll have to look at that, Ruth. The one that you get with the Better Press is actually these little mini ones. And these are good. These are actually really good for using with the Better Press because they are smaller and they're easier to control. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit the button. And this is what I was told by my brain just stopped. By Denzel. That the reason they were coming out with the small ones like that, number one, they're more economical for all of us, but they're also really good for control on the Better Press. Okay. Happy New Year, Forest Cabin Reads. Welcome in. I did do this color, I think. I don't know because I have both the foils out. Well, this will be ready in a minute, so I'm just going to wait and we're going to go ahead and foil that one as soon as it finishes blinking. Because like I said, it should be plenty hot. And then if you want, we can do the same thing that I did on this card and we can foil it a second time and color it to add to the top. Or we could use the one we just Better Pressed, cut that one out and put it onto the gold. Onto the copper. So you'll have to let me know what you think at that point. Because there's nothing that says that you can't do foil for one and Better Press on the other. There's nothing that says you can't do that. Okay, we're going to run this through. Yeah, the Todd is going to go for a bike ride in a minute. He's all in his cycling clothes. He did change out wheels for me because what we're doing right now is I've been going for a ride with him. But if he's at the office, which he's going to be next week, that means I don't have a way of taking my bike until we get some more work done on the van. because there's a place, if I ride straight out from here, there's some idiots that have decided to start throwing glass bottles, whatever, onto the road, which would mean I would have a flat, and I don't want to have a flat. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Let me grab my tweeze. Well, I can grab my little hands. So you can see that. You can see the impression. That tells me that I at least got enough pressure down, okay? Usually means it's good. You guys already added that as an idea. So now I got ideas on there twice. I'm gonna have to delete things. Okay. That actually looks really pretty. I think I probably slid it down a little bit. The cardstock I think was a little bit higher on the glimmer than I needed it, but isn't that just lovely? I know. Shannon is saying, ooh, Ruth is saying shiny. Yeah. It looks like a copper penny, doesn't it? Not that we have pennies anymore. I think they decided that they're doing away with the copper penny in the US. So, yeah. So I did the same thing with this one. Only difference is I did a second panel in white and colored it. That's the only difference between these two. So do we want to foil another one? And do we want to use the same? I'm thinking it looks really good with the same, because you guys were thinking I actually did something magical and colored this on black cardstock and made it actually show up. And that's not what I did. I think I am going to do that with the same copper, now that I know that I did use the copper. Plug that back in so we can do it again. Now this time I'm going to just do it on some white cardstock. One thing I am considering ordering, yeah, I've got to do it. Or at least trying out what I have. I probably have some. Supreme Doom has been using some glossy white cardstock for her experimentation with her glimmer system that she just got, and she's getting some amazing results. She said that she thinks she got the cardstock probably like a year, 2 years, 5 years, some time ago, primarily so that she could play with it with alcohol inks, you know, instead of Yupo paper. So she had gotten it for that, and the results that she's getting, she's basically getting no bad foiling. Zip. Everything is basically is practically perfect with this stuff. I mean, even with the big plates, she's not having to reheat it. She's not having to heat it twice, which I think right there is just friggin' amazing. Okay, we're going to do this on some white, and then we're going to color both this one and the Better Press panel and using the, yes, shimmer watercolor paints will work on black. So we've also got the Lisa Horton inks. We've also got the Simon Hurley paste, Simon Hurley solar sprays that you can color with those on black, and that might be an idea for me to try. I'm going to go ahead and do this one just because I can. Maybe I will do the... Y'all want me to try out the Simon Hurley on this? You'll have to let me know what you think. Okay, I need that pretty much lined up. Tara says yes. Watching me shift the glimmer spacer back and forth and thinking you should clean a little space. What are you talking about? I do try to keep everything on camera, on frame as much as I can, because you know what? If I don't, y'all ain't gonna be able to see what I'm doing. You can barely see this because I've got it off to the side. And I do have some things stacked right beside it so I can see them. But Kelly says, I'm lost. My mom gave me a foil it set. What do I do with it? So, is it a hot foil set, honey? You can share me a link to whatever it is that you got over in the Discord and I can take a look at it. I have used a different foiling system before, and that was the one that is from Crafter's Companion. I love my glimmer system so much more. Okay, so this is still lined up. I also got in something yesterday when I was saying I don't know what that is, when Todd said that I had a package. Yeah, it's because I wasn't expecting this until next week, and even Amazon says it's not supposed to be here until next week. I got acrylic holders for my brushes so that I don't do this. I've got green on my yellow. And I don't like that. So this is what Simon Hurley was using, except the one that he was using I think they no longer have or something. So this is like another one, and I wasn't sure if it's going to fit. But it's perfect. And I will be putting that in the description. Okay, this looks like it's ready. I'm going to hit the timer. Do I want to color before I run it through? Oh, it's not a machine or anything. It's a card center sentiment by Taylor Expression. Okay. Still send me the link so I can see what it is. And then I can try to help figuring out what it is you can do with it. I mean, that's kind of like me with rub-ons. I know how they work. I haven't been able to incorporate the use of them into my brain as a design element yet. So I need to play with some. I do have a couple of sets that came out recently from Spellbinders. I just haven't used them yet. Somebody had an idea for what color they wanted this bird, so I don't remember. Lisa said pink bird with sage green leaves. Is that what you wanted? So we said pink, so that means I would be using, well, it's ready to go. The light's ready. See, this is the reason I like that little mat. I mean, I do have my big mat, but now I've got my little magnetic mat, and it helps so much when I need to move something out of the way. And now I have, again, too much stuff right there. There we go. Now I got a little bit of space. All right. We're going to go ahead and run this one through. This one, again, is the white with the bronze. And just run that through once. Lisa was saying, I was thinking on the black. And that's the thing. If we color this one, we can fussy cut it out and put it on that one the same way that I did the first card. Or we can try out the solar sprays for painting. So it's entirely up to y'all which y'all want me to do. Because I can do both. I don't know how well, the stencil will help because it'll help me stay inside the lines if I decide to do the coloring on it. Ruth is saying, Kelly, I came across an online store called Kelly's Crafts. Now that I look at the spelling, that's not you, right? Lisa says, solar sprays, I can't fussy cut. Meow, meow. Sure you can. Todd did it, so you can do it. Okay, so here we have it on white. Now, what I decided when I was doing the fussy cutting the first time around, and I'll show y'all, and it turned out great. When I got around the flowers and things, I did cut pieces apart, and I did not worry about the stems. I only did the greenery and the flowers for the fussy cutting because there's no way I could cut around those little ones. But it didn't matter because the lines are still there. And you can see there's some parts that have got a little bit of white on there that really don't need to have the white, but that's okay. I think it turned out wonderful. What I think I'm going to do, well, let's first off do this one. I'm going to go ahead and color this one up. Any ideas on our bird that is outlined in green as to what colors we want him to be? So we can do the pink. We can do purple. This bird, This bird is blue. This one was pinks and purples. Oh, you can't use scissors, have finger hold kind in the palm one and very difficult to use. That makes sense. I actually had to use my craft knife a little bit on that. Jen says Streamer Todd. Well, you know what? Streamer Todd is going out the door, so he's not going to hear us. Okay, we're going to do... Let's see. I already did the pink... Do we want to do a purple one? Or maybe like a prom queen and 100% juice? I mean, we could do it really bright if we wanted to. I mean, I kind of want to do this one first. Because this one, if we get it the way we like it, we could cut it out and put it on the other. I don't know. Okay, I just had an idea. I think I know what I'm going to do. We're going to start with the black. Because I know that's what y'all really want to see. So we're going to try it with the solar spray as a painting method. Okay, so what color do we want to start off with? We do have Cross My Heart, and we have Pity Party. So any thoughts? And I'm taking out a couple of brushes for this.
Ho, ho, ho!
We could also use, we could also paint these, by the way. So any thoughts? I do need to move some more of the stuff off of my desk, off of my craft space area here though, because I'll want to have room to put wet things. Cross My Heart. Okay. We will start off with Cross My Heart. Stay. I'm moving everything a little bit. You've never used solar spray. So the solar spray is basically the same thing as Simon Hurley's solar. We can also use solar paste, by the way. However, the solar paste, I think, is going to cover the foil more. Tealy blue monotone. Well, this is a card that's going out, and y'all have already said they want a pink, so we're going to do pink on this one. We could do a tealy color on the other. Okay, I'm putting these up at the top on this little spice rack. There we go. So we do want to make sure to shake it because I do have some of the mica kind of stuck down at the bottom. And whenever you do the shaking thing, make sure the lid's on. Because I have lost some of my spray all over the place because I didn't do that. That looks pretty good. So I'm just doing real easy on here. I'm not going to do any kind of blending or anything because it'd probably not work right. I'm going to put this down. It is wet. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take the stencil off and I'm going to dry it before we go to the next one. Oh, the Todd's not gone yet. I don't know why. He came back in. What did you forget?
Wow, what a weird dream.
Oh, honey. He said, like you, Bloom. They like my song, by the way. Let's see how this is going to... This is my first attempt on this one, by the way. So this is going to be more subtle, I think. Can y'all see the pink? Maybe I need to do another layer. I don't even actually have to use the stencil for this. The stencil will definitely help me to not get it in the places I don't want it. Yes, he's going to go work out. He's going to go ride his bike. Today is supposed to be an easy ride, which I told him that if he wanted to wait for me, I could go with him. But he's going ahead and going now, I think. I also told him that I was probably going to be done before 2. And that didn't really happen. I'm putting a second layer on here so we can see if we can brighten it up a little bit. I did what? Oh, that's right. The reason I said I wasn't going to do it today is because my shoulder was bugging me. Which is not hurting me right now, but it would probably be killing me if I did. I probably need to do a really short ride if I'm going to do one. Really short. Okay, that second layer is making it pinker. I'm just buffing a little bit off of the foil so you can see the foil a little bit better. Okay. Yes, ma'am. I used AI to make the song. Thank you, Kelly. Okay. So it is officially, I'm thinking I'm going to have it as my theme song. I may change my mind, but yeah. Okay, so we've got that one. Do we want to do a different color for another part of the wings? So I can put this down now. Like I said, we've got 1, 2, 3 stencils on one to cover this guy. We've also got this one where it goes over the flowers, so it's easy to line it up. So for the song, it is using Suno. I discovered something early, by the way. Oh God. Okay, I will take a look at that, Ruth. Thank you. So I did discover something. I was actually using Gemini to help me figure out where do I want to go to do this and try to make it take less time and get better results. So I asked, where can I go do it for free? And what would they recommend as being like the top ones? So they recommended Suno, they recommended Canva, they recommended UDI. And Canva, in order to be able to download anything using theirs, I think you have to actually upgrade to their Pro plan for the music part. So it's not part of the Canva Pro that I already have. So it's like, well, that sucks, because I figured it would be included. And then I went over there and was doing it on UDI, and I love the songs that it created, the whole thing. Suno, S-U-N-O. So UDI, I did on theirs and loved the song, and they have evidently changed their procedures or policies recently where you cannot download it and you cannot use it for your streams or anything. I was like, well, that sucks. Because in order to get around the copyright thing, so there's not a copyright issue, you have to actually on Suno, you have to have their monthly plan. You have to be on one of their subscriptions. So that means this song, I did pay for the subscription so that I can use it forever. I can also cancel the subscription at any time, so I can create maybe a couple more songs or whatever, and it's like $10 a month, and I'll cancel it before the end of the month as long as I remember to do so. Okay, so we did Cross My Heart. I'm kind of thinking doing Overheated. The colors are going to be very similar though, so you're not really going to be able to tell the difference. But I do love the way I love the song. I told it what I wanted included in the lyrics, which was if I can make it, you can too. Foam is life and Craftosphere. Welcome to the Craftosphere. So I love it. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do this, and then for the green, I'll use Crocodile Tears probably. I Again, shake, shake, shake. Getting my arm workout. And hopefully it won't mess up. I've been having trouble with sleeping. By the time I get done at night, like last night, I wound up going in and I had trouble sitting on the couch. It was just cramping up in my shoulder. It's like in the rhomboid is the muscle underneath your shoulder blade between your spine and middle of your shoulder area in your back. There was a connection between that and the back of my head. So down that part of the back of my neck, that was just, and right now it's twinging again. It's enough that I kept on having I kept waking up last night and having to shift because it just, yeah, it was bothering me so much. Okay, we're gonna try this one. I'm probably gonna have to do a couple of layers, but this orange does seem to be, the mica on the orange seems to be working better. Maybe I just didn't have enough mica in, maybe I didn't shake up the other well enough. If I wasn't picking up enough mica, that would explain why we didn't see it, because that's all that is going down on here. Part that you see is the mica. But just like with watercoloring with a stencil, anytime it's possible to get this underneath it. So the stencil is helping to block that, but if I put too much water close to the edge, it's gonna run underneath the stencil. You do have to be careful even with the stencil. If you're using inks, you don't have to worry about that. Meaning this is probably one that would work really good with the Lisa Horton, her inks. So that would be another idea if you didn't want to do the fussy cutting part like what I did on that first card. Okay. Oh, this part needs, I do like that color. And I'm using my Heat It tool to help heat that up. So I think Kelly didn't get to see all the cards that we did earlier. So while I'm doing that, mica sprays probably would. I need to experiment with them again because I've got a bunch of them with them working on on black cardstock. I know the Simon Hurley ones are designed to show up best on black. So that's one reason why I reached for those first. The Tim Holtz mica ones work really good on regular white cardstock. So I'm thinking they'll probably do as well on this. If you're not sure, just try it. Okay, let's take a look. Just like I think the Simon Hurley case would work good on this too. However, it's going to cover more of the... That is pretty. And you can see on here, I did kind of go over the lines a little bit, so I need to dry that some more and then buff it off. Foil does tend to help mask those areas, so hopefully it'll come off easy. Okay, I think it's actually dry, so. And it does look like the mica is sitting on top of the foil. So just let you know, and this is the first time I've tried it with that. It is still pretty, but the mica is sitting on top of the foil, so you're not seeing as much of the foil. Ink doesn't sit on top of the foil. The ink you can buff off and there's no problem, but it looks like the mica is actually sticking to that part. That's okay. But you can see right here where it kind of went out of the lines over that foil, the mica is stuck right there, so it's not gonna come off. Alrighty, so we now have, I have one more part for the bird. So I've got the bottom of the birdie's wings, his beak, and his feet, and the center of the flower, which I don't know if I'm gonna do, but we'll see. Might help if I turn this the right way. So we've got the little beak, we've got his little legs, we've got the bottom of his wing. And to be honest, I don't really need another thing there. I think for this one, I do have some yellow. So this one is, that's sublime. That's not really yellow. I'm going to do gold if I can find my gold. Golden hour. We're going to do golden hour. Well, this is one of the reasons, Lisa, that we experiment. Lisa says that is good to know. Yeah, this is something I did not even think about. I didn't realize that. I mean, I should have. It's kind of where if you think about it logically, you know that some things are going to stay on top and some things are not, but I hadn't tried it yet. So yeah. So this is a good way for us to experiment. We're still making a pretty card, but now you guys will know you may not want to use mica on top of foil because the mica will stick on top of the foil and it will lose some of the luster that the foil has because the foil is shinier. You could always... Another idea would be to try to foil over the top, but you're not going to be able to get the lines to be exactly right. But you could have a really cool watercolory look if you want to put some watercolor in the general areas and then foil over the top of it. That would be a cool way to do it. But I really love the way that this one turned out. But if you didn't want to do it on black and you didn't want to do the fussy cutting, you can do it just like this one, where you use the stencil to color in all the bits and leave it on white. And then for the butterfly stamp that I did on the other one, which I did not do on this one, I just masked it off with some Post-its and colored it in real quick and easy with my blending tools. You could, of course, also use your markers. So you can do all of those are different ways you can do it. I love lots of options. That's probably enough gold. Do we want to put gold at the bottom part of the wing? Oh, no, I didn't see that yet. I haven't had a chance to go over there yet. And I think I put down too much gold. I think I am going to put gold on here. I'm going to try it on my craft color card. Yes. That would be lovely. So as long as I pick up enough mica, I don't have to put as much of the liquid down. Okay, for the gold, you can see the gold a lot better. It's just the color. So next we're going to do the greens for the leaves. And maybe I should do a little bit of gold on our butterfly. I'm just going to color him in and it's gold. And then I think I'm going to try something I didn't think about, but I'm going to try blotting it off, because maybe that'll help to make it so it doesn't stay on top of the mica, I mean on top of the foil. So that you can actually see them. I think that's going to look okay. Still want the detail of the only way I know of that I can get the detail back would be to make it wet. Christine says we need to order after the 6th. If you are not already a current member, if you don't already have, if you have a club kit already, if you are already subscribed to even one of them, then you can, yes, this is the January crate. So if you have even one of the clubs already, you can order, you can add something to your order, okay? So let's say you've got the stencil of the month, but you want to upgrade to the crate. You could order the crate before the 6th and cancel the stencil, but wait to cancel until after you've ordered the new stuff you want. Whether it is the entire crate or just one of the options in there. Somebody in here, I think it might have been Christina Holloman. I don't remember. Somebody told me this, and I did not realize it until I actually made that mistake. That's where I canceled one, and then I had to wait. I think I had just one club that I was getting, and that was because it was something I didn't get 1 month, so I had signed up for it because I wanted it badly. And I went ahead and canceled one and was adding another one on and couldn't add it on until the 6th. Okay, if you don't have a subscription yet, you would have to wait until the 6th to be able to order. I think it's actually on the 6th that you'll be able to do it. We will be playing with these all next week, though, so you'll get more inspiration stuff in the meantime. And they usually mail them out around close to the end of the month, which is one reason why whenever you see a club, it's the theme is like a couple of months in advance. So just like last month was all Valentine's, and Valentine's doesn't happen until next month. So that gives you time to get the Valentine's Day stuff, make it, and still have time before the holiday. So and these are all great for spring. So that's basically March kind of thing. Great for spring. But yeah, that's kind of how that one works. Okay. Now we're going to go green. I'll be honest, I'm not as happy with the results on this one because the mica is sitting on top of it's sitting up on top of everything, and that's why I'm not liking it as much. But this is how we learn too, you know? So this is one that I probably wouldn't do it again. Not over foil. Now I might do this again if I wanted to better press, like on another colored cardstock. Like say maybe do dark blue over a light blue background and then use the micas on that. That's something I might do. But I don't think I'm going to do it over foiled again with the mica because they just conflict so much together. It's still pretty, but it's not really the look that I like. I like seeing the detail. That's why I like doing heat embossing over. I would say that's an idea for this too, except that the ink tends to dry pretty quick, so you might not be able to do the heat embossing with it. Anywho. Yeah, these are pretty designs. And I am loving them. I hate that I'm wasting some of the spray, but it only sprays out a little bit of time. Okay, this one is Crocodile Tears. So this one is going to be green. I mean, I could probably be a little bit more careful and not go over the foil, but everything's so close together, it's going to be difficult for me to do that. Yeah, maybe I'll be able to see better in a couple of weeks. Yesterday, I went after everything yesterday. I did go to Target like I said I was gonna. I did the return. Todd told me he needed me to buy something else. And I also went and had my eyes checked. So my eyes are not as bad as I was thinking. They said that on paper, I have perfect vision. Because you know how they have you do the chart? It's also been over 20 years since the last time I had my eyes examined, okay? So I still have the astigmatism that I knew I had. And I am I think it's a little bit both farsighted and nearsighted, so I needed adjustments for both of those. So I'm going to get progressives. The things that I need it for the most is reading up close. So, yeah, hopefully I'll be able. No, what I needed it most is to be able to do fine detail things on my cards up close, right? And being able to see what the name of something is on the bottle when it's written too small. The girl at the thing said that she even complains that sometimes the stuff on their screens, and she wears glasses, some of the times the things on their screen are still in such small font that she can't read it. And she's like, you know, we are an eye doctor. We should have it. Norma says, I think this is one of the best kits they have had. I want it all this month. Yes, I know, right? And you want the bonuses. So I know that's part of it. I'm trying to not hit the foil as much. Yeah, trying. Somewhat successfully. Yeah. And I decided to do the progressives because the problem I'm going to have is probably the same thing that when I was in Ohio with my in-laws. This is one reason why I decided, I kind of need to have my eyes checked, is I tried on some of her readers. I'm going to try something else with this real quick. Oh, that actually worked. Okay, so while it was wet, I blotted it. And I'm able to see the foil better. Now, that probably means I don't have as much of the green over it. This is experimentation. Norma says, absolutely the bonus. I know, right? That big card, the die set, oh my God. See, when they said that they were getting rid of some things, I'm like, is that a good idea, guys? I didn't really understand what they were doing, so I'm glad that I now know how it's going to work. That's going to work out good. I'm glad I'm knowing how it's going to work and that I can help y'all with it. And the fact that they're at the add-ons are really making the value still there because, having the price did not change on the Caboodle bundle that is now the crate, but the stuff that they've added to it, I think is worth at least as much as what they removed. I mean, all they removed was the wax seal and better press or foil, whichever one you want to count it as, because now this works for both. So it still covers some of it, but I can see the foil lines a little better, which is nice. Because I'm blotting it off while it's wet, and just the mica that it was already seeping into the card is what's still showing. You're gonna have to see what you think when I lift the paper up and see if it's doing what I think it's doing. Yeah, I think that's working better. Tony has a question. Are the blue and white objects magnets? Yes. These are both mats. The ones that are this white one and this pink one are both mats from Glassboard Studios, and they have a sheet of steel underneath them, so they are heavy. Okay. And they have a lot of fun magnets to go along with them to make it so that you can hold your stencils and everything in place. That's the whole purpose for having a glassboard. From Glassboard Studios is the magnets. They are very strong magnets, by the way. Let go. Okay, these don't want to go together because they're the same direction. But yeah, they are very strong. And they hold my paper pretty much in place. I love this stuff. And we also, sometime last month, hey to Green, welcome in. Oh, D Green. Hi, D. Welcome. Sometime last month, we did have someone from Glassboard Studios on with us. I need to check my emails because I noticed that there was a change on my affiliate things. I think they're giving y'all a bigger discount right now, but I'm not 100% sure. It's either going to be 10 or 15% off right now using one of my links. And I think there's a link down in the description on YouTube. What sucks is on Twitch, I really don't have any places to add them. The size of the Glassboard, the big one is the scrapbook one. The new scrapbook size one. So it's basically two 12 by 12 with an inch on the side. So that's 26 inches wide by 13 tall. And it is perfect size for what I'm using. This little one is the smallest one that they have. And I think they said that they were probably going to be changing the name to like the travel one. And it is, let's see, that's 8. So it's about 9 by 11. I'm going by the size on the grids and then adding what I think is the right amount on the sides. Okay, so we're going to do the last flowers on here. Last leaves. These are actually a little bit bigger than the ones we just did. So hopefully if I'm doing this the way I think I am, you'll be able to see the foil a little better too. And my green has not dried up. Yay. But I'll also give you I'll remind me, and I'll give you the link to the Glassport Studio stuff in a minute.
So gather round, let's start this show. In the crafting corner, there's always room to grow. With laughter and love, we create a
This has been fun.
in this vibrant world. There's space for you too. If I can make
Yeah, I've been leaving a link to Glassport Studios, I think, in all of my Link Deli supply lists, because it's always on my desk. So you should be able to find it on pretty much all my videos. If there's something that I use that doesn't show up in the supply list, let me know, because there's a couple of reasons. There could be, number one, I forgot to add it, or it could be that it's no longer available. But either way, let me know, because if it is where I forgot to add it, then I need to add it. Okay, let's see how that looks. I think I like this one too. And I do like that last technique, because you can still see the veins in the leaves, because I did the blotting while it was still wet. Pretty. I'm gonna set that one to the side. We're gonna go ahead and color the next one.
come catch the vibe. Foam is life. We design with glee, creating
And I think I'm just gonna use some Simon Hurley inks for this. And you'll see how fast it is. This is really fast when you're using just the regular inks. I do need to make sure that I don't shift my stencil though when I'm putting my magnet down. Okay, so we've got some later gator. Let me move these guys out of the way.
glitter shines and ribbons twirl. So bright, every card I make fills the room with light. Tapping scissors to the beat. Let's align.
Alrighty.
Creating from our hearts. It's our time to shine. If I can make it,
And here's something else from Glassport Studios that most of y'all know about, but some may not. This is magnetic. Yeah, it's dirty, but it's magnetic. And it's going to hold my ink pad in place easier so that I don't get it all over the place. So it makes it a lot easier for me to use it. And I think I actually want to use a little one to focus the color. And this is really, really easy. Actually, let me get another green. This one is Ivy League, and it's a darker green. This is just so that I can have a little variation of color. And this is what I did with the. That's what I did with the originals. So the reason you've got those color shifts is because I put a little bit down in one color, and then I used the bigger brush to just kind of bring it out. And I'm loving that result. And it's one of those things that you know how to do and then you don't do it. Oh wait, that's just me. And this is also a reason why it would have been a good idea for me to have my mask over there, because I kind of got close to that next part. I do need to wipe this down so I don't get
We
ink
interrupt
all
our
over the
program
place.
to bring you this important
Hey,
message.
nerdy.
I love you. Now back to our show.
Okay, put the second stencil down. We're going to do the same thing. And grabbing my Post-it, keep everything nice and clean. And of course, shifting the stencil because I moved it. Dang it. Have you been sitting here, nerdy, or did you just pop in? So we did have the Ronin in here a little bit ago. Let's start off with a little bit of Ivy League. You've been sitting here? Okay. What's funny is when I went to the eye doctor yesterday, I wound up telling them, you know, this is what I did. Oh, well, you haven't said anything all bit. I didn't know if you were still here, Ronan. Love you, Ronan. Mean it. Anywho, I told them what I do, and they're like, what? You make cards? So it's kind of where I think some people don't realize that there is such a thing as a handmade card. So it was fun. It was fun. Then I showed them some of the stuff that I did, and they're like, oh my God, you made that? I just thought it was fun. So there's our green. And I love how it looks. The stencil makes it so quick and easy. So quick and easy. Okay, so that stencil is done. Now I need to bring out the other one that has 3 different parts. So 3 different parts for the birdie. And I think I decided I wanted to do, I'm going to put this up here because that's where I probably make my mistake. I think I want to do, kind of want to do pinks and purples. So for the main part of the bird, looking at this one, I think I want the main part to be purple and then the wings to have a pink and purple kind of blend. So we'll take out, I've got 100% juice, I've got Crown Me, I could do a combination. Plus I've got ink on here that I don't know what it is. Wait, I didn't. I almost started working on it and didn't have this tacked down. That would have made a mess. Okay, there's not much on there. That's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and use some Crown Me. Crown Me is the darker with a bluish tone. So I think I want to do darker and then have it kind of go up into the 100% juice, which is kind of a redder at the top. Okay. And then 100% juice. 2 purples, it's still going to work well together. They're just going to be a little bit different. See how that has a different... Oh, you guys can't see it because it's too little. Too little. And now it's in the wrong spot, so you still can't see it. There. All right. Now you can see what I'm doing. So this has kind of got a little bit of a reddish... And the tone doesn't look right. It's got a little bit of a reddish purple towards the top. And that's done. Ooh, fancy, fancy. Isn't that pretty? Okay. Cleaning this one off and then switching to the next bit. I think we're going to do this one. Lining up with the flowers and the wings. Covering that bit up so we don't accidentally get that colored. And then I'm going to also do down here. And I think I'm going to start with, I'm going to do some Prom Queen. I do love this color. It's on the video right now, to me on my screen, it looks a little bit more peachy or corally. This is not. This is like, it's like a reddish pink. It's a bright reddish pink. I love Prom Queen. Very pretty. Oh, I could also use my red brush, my little red brush, to add the color in the center. Kind of try to make it a little bit darker down there. And how about at the base of the tail? I'm kind of thinking I want to come back in with purple over the top. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stick with this smaller brush for this. And maybe we could go with Pompous. I wonder how Pompous would work with this color. Let's put that back where it belongs. Where does it go belong? It goes there. I did have these things arranged the way I want them, and now I don't know how I want them. And then Pompous is the lighter purple. And I'll use my little Pink Fresh Studio brush. this is kind of to create a little bit of an ombre blend. It does look like I had one of the stencils not quite lined up. So there's this white line around the edge, and I think it's this one that I didn't have quite. Yeah, I didn't have it lined up quite right, so I'm going to do it again to fill in that white. There we go. Okay, that one is the purple. Okay, that's going to be perfect for down here. I'm going to say it's going to be good enough. And of course I got a little bit more on the wing I need to do. And a little bit down here too. Let's bring that pink back out. I think that's close enough. Close enough. Nobody's gonna notice. Thank you, Nerdy. Okay, so now I'm going to clean this off again, just wiping off the ink so I don't get it on anything else, and hopefully not on my clothes. And then we have one more part of our bird. And I think I'm going to do the pink on that one too. I kind of like the pink at the base. There we go. I think Nerdy wants to win this card. Oh, I don't need to do that. I need to do the yellow now. I was about to take my magnets off. That's not what I need to do. Yellow, yellow, yellow. We'll go with some shooting star, bright yellow. And again, my little bitty brush. Okay, y'all ready for the reveal? Nerdy says, if I win this card, it's going to be kept forever and never see the world like it should. So pretty. I kind of want to do the butterfly thing again. We're going to see how that does. So I basically just put some Post-it lined up with the places that I wanted it to be blocked. And I did do a little bit of cutting. A little bit of cutting. I think I got enough of a curve there. That looks good. Oh, I just did that backwards. Again, I did that last time. That's not what I meant to do. I'm going to see if I can make it work without having to do it again. Yep, that'll work as a mask right there. That little dip. There we go. And then I need another little piece for that right there. And that's going to be close enough. Let's do, I want to do pink. Maybe pink in the center and then maybe go out to a little bit of purple around the edge. Now there's a bit right there that I need to cover up too. Stay.
Welcome to the craftosphere. Yeah, step inside. Every color, every shape. Come catch the vibe. Foam is life. We design with glee, creating magic. Oh, can't you see? If I can make it, you can too, no doubt.
Jen says, I foresee a lot more picture frames needed in the caddy home.
Over the stream, together we're crafting, fulfilling our dream, fulfilling our dream. Glitter shines and
And then I need to do the same kind of thing for the other side. And I think I'm going to just use that same curve that I have for that part. This can go right about there, I think. Now this will probably work better if you were to probably stamp that part off onto some Post-it tape and cut it out to use as an actual stencil or as an actual mask. I did not do that. I just did, this is me playing with the things. So I wanted to do pink. Pink in the center, and then we're going to do some purple around the edge a little bit. There we go. And if I wanted to, I could color in the middle, but I think I'm going to just leave it as that. So there is, so that's basically 2 cards that just need to be put onto card bases, and we have 2 new cards done. I'm zooming back out. There we go. And you can see my big mess on my desk. So I'm going to clean this stuff up, and then we're going to start mounting everything down to some card bases. Norma says I need this one. Y'all want all of them. I know. I know. Have you enjoyed today's live stream? Has it been worth your time coming to hang out with me to see the new clubs? And did I do a decent job explaining to you what all the things are and showing you the new things that I made? I need feedback, peoples. Danielle says yes. Okay, let's clean these guys up off of there. Take this one and put it back in my drawer where it belongs. And then we're going to do a couple of card bases, and we're going to give away a couple of cards. Because, yeah, I'll give away 2 cards. But at least you got to see that there are ways that you can use the new Better Press and Foil for both pressing and foiling and coloring, all the things, especially with the bundle. Oh my god. All right. And then I have an extra one that I'm going to be able to use for another card later. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. What do I say yes? Yes to. What? Barbara says every day is awesome to hang with me. Thank you, honey. Y'all rock. I love y'all. I have fun. I'm having a blast. I will show all the cards one more time to y'all, especially for the folks that did not come in here earlier, but you can still go back and watch the replay to see all the things. And now I need card bases, so I need heavyweight cardstock. We have 2 cards, so I'm going to use 1 sheet of heavyweight cardstock for this. Let's go ahead and put my brushes back where they belong and have lots of room on my desk again. Ah, thank you so much. Lisa says, love coming and hanging out because I learn new stuff and work on my own craft projects in wonderful company. Perfect. That is what I want to hear. Danielle says, I love all the cards you make. Thank you, guys. We're cutting at 5.5. And then taking out the scoreboard and scoring at 4.25. And as usual, I'm thinking one of these card bases is probably a little bigger than the other one because that's the way that the card is. The cardstock is always just a touch bigger than 8.5 by 11. So when I cut it at 5.5, it usually leaves like 1/8 of an inch or something. But we can fix that easily, right? There's never a time that I'm bored with your lives. Oh, hon, thank you. Bring your friends. We want to grow this community. I know that that means that you may not win quite as many cards, but it makes it even more fun, right? Right? I think we need some foam because foam is life. Where did I put my foam when I used it yesterday? I have my big roll. Where's my little roll that's almost empty? Almost done. It's in this drawer. Under things. Foam is life! Yes. I keep putting it in that drawer because it's handy and it's small, and I keep forgetting that I put it over there. Yeah. These do need to be trimmed down a little bit. I think I'm going to trim them down enough so that they have that white edge. And I'm going to try to straighten the line a little bit because it's a little bit off. That looks straight. Awesome. Lisa hasn't won a card yet. What? That does not sound right, honey. Almost everyone in here has won a card. If you're newer, that's why you haven't won one yet. But, okay, that is not a straight cut for some reason. There we go. Okay, I need to cut more off of there, which means I need to cut off more of the tail. That's fine. I'm trying not to cut off the line. Nerdy says, I love hanging out here even when I'm not crafting. The atmosphere is welcoming. You're super informative on the products and how you're doing the magic you're doing. I'm always inspired when I come here, even if I rarely act on it. Well, that just means over time you will act on it. It's just the way it is. You can't help it. It's a thing. Okay, so that's going to go down onto a white card base with a little bit of a white border around it, and you're going to have to do it in the light to see it. It's lovely though. I'm actually going to fussy cut this one. Lisa said, I know, honey. I'm sorry. Lisa says, I won on your birthday a card box package, but not received it yet. Figure you're busy working on them. I'm working on a lot of things and have not had a chance to get those out yet, so that is coming. I've got cards in a box. I have lots of cards. Not as many as I used to have because you know what? You guys have been stealing all of them during my live streams. Just saying. But yeah, that is coming. I did not get a chance to go to the post office yesterday. I was planning on it. And then it took me like an hour and a half or whatever at the eye doctor, so I didn't go. So I didn't get home until like really close to dinner time. So that's what I need to do today. I don't know if they're open. I think the post office isn't open today, so I'm gonna have to wait until probably tomorrow to go to the post office. And that's because I do owe things to folks that are outside of the United States, and I need more stamps anyway. You can can post in the Discord regardless. I don't mind, honey. I mean, we're not a political thing, so if somebody's not interested in what you're saying, they just have to not look at it, and that's fine. I don't care. But yeah, you can always share whatever you're interested. You can share whatever you want to, hun. If ever it gets too political in any area on my stream and people start getting offended, then that's the point when I would actually step in. I don't see that there's an issue at this point, though. So far, no one has complained about anybody's artwork, so feel free. And I don't expect them to. I don't expect anyone to get offended. You're looking forward to the card box. I know, hun. I have several things that are at the top of my to-do list, and I'm trying to get all of them worked on. We have a new format that I'm planning on releasing for the Ignite folks in the membership, and I was hoping to have that released, that part started today, and I didn't have time to work on it yesterday either. The things I planned on working yesterday didn't happen because I got my eyes checked. Or I didn't actually get any of the work done on it because I was working on getting my eyes checked. I also was not planning on going live today, but I thought, I need to start off the new year right, and we need to do the things with the clubs, and so yeah. So I made that decision, so. It's intentionally okay. If it's intentionally offensive, you can DM me, honey, because I'll probably laugh. Unless you're trying to offend me. If it's to offend me, don't. I can't imagine you or Ronan ever doing anything to intentionally offend me. So I'm adding a little bit of a line all the way around, and I think I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna put it on the card. I'm planning on putting it onto the card base regular, but I might actually add a matting layer behind it so that kind of pops a little bit. I haven't decided yet. Also, this is probably going to be a little bigger than A2, which means some of these pieces are probably going to hang off the edge, and I think that's fine. This is heavy enough weight. I think that's still going to look really awesome. Snail mail. Yes, I know. I'm not doing a very good job on the snail mail stuff lately. Most of y'all got your Christmas cards though. So I need to see who I'm still missing on that and get my next mail out done. Hopefully I will get all of that finished up this weekend too. I think that'll look good on the white if I pop it up. I think that'll be good. Kelly messaged me on Discord. Clean up this mess a little bit, and then we're going to pop this up on some foam. I really hope they fix the whole streamer bot thing because, yeah. I'll have to check their website. Okay, so you did put down the foil it group text occasions things. So I'm going to take a look and see what that is for you real quick. Okay, so what that looks like, it looks like it's one where you're going to I'm going to just double check, but it looks like it's regular foil, meaning toner foiling and not hot foiling. Yes, simply add foam and run it through your heat machine. What? That doesn't make sense. I'm going to look at it again. It says heat machine, so I think what it's referring to is laminator. because it does. I mean, a lot of foils do require some kind of heat, but if it's not a hot foil plate, it won't need. It says each includes 4 each of 3 designs pre-printed on 100-pound sugar cube cardstock that coordinates with the group text die. So that tells me that it should be a foilable. That's what we call them, which means that you would use regular toner foil sheets, not hot foil sheets. Regular toner foil sheets and your Mink machine, very hot laminator, or Gina K Fuse. So that's what I'm thinking. And I can see why you're confused. The way that they described it, what it looks like is a foilable. But the way they described it, saying put it through your heat machine, is the part that is confusing. Please, I don't have a heat machine. Well, it would need something that's going to get hot, because it's going to try to get it basically has to heat up the toner that is going to do the adhesive, which is why I use my Gina K Fuse. But I was using a Crenova laminator for years, and it worked fine, and it still does fine for laminating. But at this point, it doesn't get hot enough to really do a good job of foiling. If you have a heat press, those can work. What I should probably experiment next time we're doing foiling is trying to do one using my little bitty iron, my my craft iron, because that could probably work. But it does need to have the heat. The heat, what it does is it basically turns the toner, it heats it up enough to make it sticky so that it can act as the adhesion. It can be the adhesive that holds onto the foil, if that kind of sort of makes sense. Kind of sort of. Okay, so this is going to be popped up, and it's going to have that little bit of detail around the edge. I think it's going to be nice. I'm trying to get it on there straight. I think that works. So you can see that detail of cutting it out like that. I think that worked out pretty good. But yeah, I get it. If you don't have a hot foil machine, that makes total sense. And then this one, I'm just going to pop it up regular. So the detail on the edge is going to be different. It's going to just be the regular foil up. Since we are at this point, and all I need to do is add, and I could add an additional sentiment. I didn't on my first one, but I do have those sentiments already stamped. Let's go ahead and get the giveaway part ready to go. I need to go over here and make sure that that has been reset. It's supposed to automatically reset after like 12 hours, but yeah, you never know. Yeah, I love the purple too. I think it turned out really nice. So if you want to get in on the giveaway, type into the chat, !join. That's right over there. It shows 1 entry. 1 entry. Okay, now it's 4. Okay, that's better. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and give both of these cards away. The first person who wins gets to pick which card they get. And I know that Nerdy's hoping she gets that one. But yeah, I think I'll add a sentiment to these two. Hey, Crazy Cat Lady, welcome in. So that means Crazy Cat Lady has been sitting here lurking. We had a lot of lurkers today, but sitting here lurking, waiting for the giveaway. Oh, Dee loves the black one. I love them both. I really do. And I learned more about how to get a good result using the solar sprays over foil. Because when you look at it, you can see the lines better on the leaves where I did that blotting technique compared to the big bird. The bird, it has a lot of it that's covering. The flower's got a lot of it where the foil is covered by the mica. But blotting it off definitely helped. Crazy Cat Lady says, just new to your channel. Honey, Everybody give Crazy Cat Lady lots and lots of hearts in the chat. Welcome, welcome. I know you guys are busy typing in exclamation point join, but put some hearts in the chat too. Okay, so there we have that one, and let's go ahead and pull out the sentiments from the stamp and die of the month. I just put all of them back in the envelope, so I have them. Lots of hearts, yay! Okay, so let's see, what do we want to use? I have red and I have a blue-green. I'm thinking maybe wishing you the best year would be good there. Let's see. And since it's over white, it would stand out against the text. But you guys have to tell me, do I need to not put the sentiments on there? Wishing you the best day, Well, thank you so much, Marike. Art by Marach. Thank you. Okay. Y'all need to tell me, do we want them with or without a sentiment? Christine says, I'm not sure. Put it on the inside. That works too. Actually, I could just stamp them on the inside and save these for later. Because these all need to be die cut out. But I can save them for later and use them on another card. Because we're going to be making more cards. Yeah, we're going to be making more cards next week. So Christine says without. So yeah, the front is so pretty. All right. So this one has pinks and greens. Both of them have got greens, but this one's got more. Actually, they're both like pink and purple. This one I think is more pink, so I'm going to go with pink ink. And where did I put it? I just had it. I put it away in here, and now I don't know where in the drawer it is. So there we go. So this one is Prom Queen, and I think I'm going to go with it's the first of the year. Why not? Why not do wishing you the best year? That would be perfect for New Year's, right? Oh, this is the big one. That's why it wasn't right. I was thinking it's not lining up with the dots. Why is it not lining up with the dots? Because it was the one that was designed for 5x7. Okay, so if I put it about here, that's going to be in the center. Looks like it's a little bit crooked. Oh, thank you so much, Art. Tell me, what do you want us to call you? Art by Myra? Art, I'm not sure with the last part of your name, whether I'm just pronouncing things wrong or it's Myra CH. But welcome in. So happy to have you here. And while I'm thinking about it, before I forget, you need to put the stamp on the back. And I need to make sure I put down that it is 2026, not 2025. Yeah, I do have a lot of videos up, and over the last couple of months, I've been doing a lot of live streams, lots and lots of live streams, instead of doing a lot of only Japanese people can pronounce your name, but you're not Japanese. Well, the reason I said I have to remember to do 2026 is, like most of you guys too, almost all of us have that issue where at the beginning of the year, at least first couple of weeks, if you're doing a lot of writing, you always put the wrong date on there. For those of us who don't actually write much, it's longer than just the first couple of weeks. But I did it right. Debbie J, 2026. Okay, so this one, I think I'm going to do a different color, but we're going to do the same thing. I don't have to move the stamp because I got my Misty. Mary, a little crazy. Yes. Mary said, welcome and thank you for joining us. We're a little crazy, but that's okay. Yeah, we're a little bit more than crazy. So I'm going to use 100% juice on this one to kind of go along with the purple on the front.
It's delicious, Danielle_Vegas.
And then we're going to do the same thing that we just did on the other one on the back. This time using the purple. And we have 27 people in the chat that want to win. This is for YouTube and Twitch. Just reminding you that if you are watching on either platform, type in !join to get in on a giveaway, because we're going to do that. And then I'm going to have me some lunch because I'm hungry. It's 3 o'clock. Okay. So if I write 2026 often enough, it'll make it so that I write it right. All right, let me clean up the stamp real quick. It's now going to be kind of sort of wrong color because stamps do that. Well, these were already a little bit pink, and that was because I had already used some pink on them. Actually, that one seems like it cleaned it up a little bit. I think this one's not as pink as the others anymore. So Ruth is wanting art by Marash to let us know how to pronounce it. She says, I think I'm close, but not sure about this at the end. And I'm planning on not going live again until Monday so I can get some stuff done. Yeah, it looks like I did clean a little bit better. So, yeah, I'm planning on taking the weekend off and getting some, well, okay, not taking the weekend off, but taking the weekend off of live streaming so that I can get some other things done. For instance, there's some changes that I'm making if I can get it in place. Well, it's going to happen. I'm making a couple of changes to the memberships and the workshop for the month of January that I really want to go ahead and get released to you guys. I wanted to do that by today and it's not prepared, so I need to get that done ASAP. So I'm planning on letting y'all know what's going on with that. If I'm able to do it earlier, maybe I'll go live in the next couple of days to let you know about the change that we're doing for the classes and for the membership. So if not, then that's going to be on Monday. That's why Anne has a 7-stream streak and she doesn't want to miss anything. Just drop by around 1 o'clock, around noon tomorrow to make sure, because if I go live, it'll be at noon. I'm not planning on going live tomorrow. Just saying, I'm not planning on going live tomorrow. But you can check on that. And Twitch has got a thing that if you go onto Twitch, it'll remind you. It'll say, hey, watch now so you don't lose your streak. I know, because I've missed people's live streams and been able to keep my streak because I went back and watched part of the replay or part of the VOD on Twitch. Okay. So the cards we did for the cards that we have out, these are the ones that I prepared earlier. We're going to look at those again real quick. Just a real quick view. That way you can see some of the things, some ideas of things that you can make with the new club crate, which is all the clubs. Oh, that's upside down.
It's delicious, Tarsbliss too.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, that's right. 7 and 8. I knew I had 8 of them. So these are all the ones that I made last weekend prior to the stream today. Today we put together 2 cards basically using the same kind of thing from here. One we did with foil. One we did with foil. So pretty. And the other one we did using the Better Press because the plate for this is the Better Press and Foil. It's the new Better Press and Foil Club. So 2 different looks for this using the same product. And then of course we use some of the Simon Hurley solar sprays on that for that lovely mica. So fun. So fun.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
So I figure on Monday we'll probably be doing something with die cutting, or we could do this one. You guys think about what you want to see, and just think about it over the weekend and let me know what you think. But we will not be doing this one on Monday.
It's delicious, Danielle _ Vegas.
We'll be doing something with one of the other ones. So here are our 2 cards. We have 31 people in the drawing. Are you guys ready for me to do the drum roll so I can go have my lunch? I have to figure out what I'm eating.
Ah, refreshing.
Must be
Thanks,
something
Tarspers,
quick
too.
and light, because dinner's going to be more food than I want to eat so much. Okay, now we're at 33 because Avenger Fox had to get in and Tamara had to get in. Okay, I'll continue cleaning up. Yeah, I'm showing all the things again because I can. And then postcard. Oh, I need to take that off of the foil plate. And like I said, these are magnetic. It's the cat. These I don't remember what they're called. Bigger ones are the craft catchers, but these are the ink pad ones from Glassboard Studios. And they work for picking up your plates too. Isn't that fun? Oh, there's also some sentiments in here that I have not yet used. So it has a first class hello, just because, miss you, and greetings by post. And there is a die to be able to cut them all out at once. And that's part, again, of the postcard hello. Danielle wants me to go ahead and the button. So we are at 33 people. This needs to go in here, too. I don't want to lose them. The stencils definitely need to stay with. And again, the stencils are part of the bonus. Yeah, I'm so glad I got all of these. These are so pretty. Can I keep the cards? I need to stop telling y'all I'm going to give them away. Okay. All right, I'm going to move the stuff out of the way. And we're going to go ahead and do a drum roll for these 2 cards. And then I'm going to take pictures. And that's one thing I still have to get caught up on is posting pictures for everything for the last week. Because I haven't even posted. I haven't even done Instagram posts for the card that Todd made. I mean, really. I am just such a horrible person. Okay, guys, we are going to go ahead and do the drum roll. And the winner of the first card is going to be Olivia, let me know which one you want, honey. And there is the form for you to fill out for me. Go ahead and tell us which one that you want. I'm going to go ahead and write your name down to go on here. And Jen, go ahead and do a screenshot for me and send it over. I need to add, I think what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be adding a function to the giveaway form button, because I have to put that one up there anyway. But to that button, that is going to do a screenshot of who the winner is and put it somewhere in Discord for me, because there is a way to do that. I haven't set it up yet. The purple one. So this one is going to Miss Olivia. Sorry, nerdy. And today is 1/1/2026. not putting it on anything until that ink. This is a pen where the ink does not dry as fast, which sucks. Okay, now we have this one. Super pretty. Super, super pretty. You guys ready? Here we go with a drum roll. And winner of this, there we go. Now it's all shiny. Winner is going to be Tara. And Jen, let me know if you're doing that for me. If you're not, that is fine. Oh, you're already working on it. Thank you so much. And again, we've got the giveaway form, so be sure to fill that out for me so that I can get that one out to you. And yes, it's signed. Yay! Okay, guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. We need to do the credits real quick, and then I need to look and see who is live. Here's the thing. I noticed that Nikki Hart's Cards was going live at 2, and I thought I was going to be done by 2. She's probably done with her live stream on YouTube. Just saying. But I saw that she was going live today, and I thought that would be a good one to follow up with. But yeah, you lost your snowman head. What? Kelly? I don't know what you're talking about. So I'm going to see who is live on Twitch for us to raid off to. It looks like Supreme is again. She is doing some crocheting. We did stream up. We did go off to her last. Elizabeth. Elizabeth is live, so we will be raiding off to her. It looks like she just started. So if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to check out her YouTube channel because she's probably live on YouTube as well. But if you are live on Twitch, go over to her channel on Twitch. Is there a way for me to copy the... Yes, I think I can copy the link. Here we go. Y'all need to just go over there and give her lots of love. We are going to be raiding off in just a minute, so be sure to type into the chat DJCC raid and give her lots of green hearts in the chat. Let's do our roll credits real quick. So thank you guys. Thank you everybody who is my members on YouTube and subs over on Twitch for all of your support. Thank you to everybody who's been in the chat, making it so fun for everybody else, and for welcoming our new folks in. This is going to be an incredible crafty year, and I can't wait to get started. So I will see you guys in the next couple of days. We're going to go ahead and raid off to Elizabeth. And again, hit that link to go over there as well on her Twitch channel. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and follow her over there as well. Be sure to hit the follow. Yeah. I will see you guys on Monday is the plan. Maybe earlier, but I'm planning on Monday. I have to do the thing. So I love you guys, and